From the Kiss 92.5 studios in Toronto, Canada.
Are you ready?
Ladies and gentlemen.
This is Roz and Mocha.
It's Roz and Mocha. What's going on?
Hey guys, this is Bruno Mars.
This is Selena Gomez.
The Chainsmokers.
Lady Gaga.
Calvin Harris.
Celestia Cara.
This is Ed Sheeran.
You're listening to my boys Roz and Mocha.
Roz and Mocha.
My boys Roz and Mocha.
The Roz and Mocha Show.
Between Roz and Mocha, who is your favorite?
Mocha. You guys are so funny, man.
Congratulations, Lisa! Wow! You just won $1,000.
That's amazing. Y'all just made my entire morning. Keep it up.
You guys are awesome, man. This is the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Hello, this is the Roz and Mocha Show.
Hey guys, it's Patrick.
What's up, Patrick?
So I know that Maury likes to do those eating challenges and those world records and whatnot. So I came across one that I kind of think maybe it might be achievable for him.
Okay.
We'll see. So it's
The confidence level.
I know. I know. Okay, so what's your big idea, Patrick?
it's 30 Reese's Cups in under 3 minutes. I think it was the world record was 2 minutes and 57 seconds or something.
30 Reese peanut butter cups in under 3 minutes.
Now, Patrick, is this one by one, or can you just have all 30 laying out there on the table and then you just shove them all in your mouth?
I think you can have all 30 on the table.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I don't think that they need to be wrapped. I don't think it's wrapping. So a couple of the other world records that Maury's tried to beat, one of the food ones was somebody ate 255 Peeps in 5 minutes.
Oh,
you know, Peeps,
gross.
those
the
marshmallow things?
Candies.
Maury ate 25.
Oh, so gross.
Tried to eat a full onion in 30 seconds.
Nasty.
Cheese eating. So there was a 500-gram block of cheddar cheese in 3 minutes was the world record.
Oh, I remember Maury attempted that, and you were blocked up for for a week.
Yeah. So I remember. Do you remember that other time? I bet Maury $200 because Maury said that he could easily eat 20 deviled eggs.
Oh,
right.
I remember that day.
Right?
It was probably one of the smelliest days in this room.
He did eat 10 though. he got through 10. So you're saying. What again? What should Maury try?
30 Reese's Cups in under 3 minutes.
30 Reese's Cups in under. Now, again, with this, the only thing that Mocha and I can do is we cannot influence, we can't push in any way. The only thing we will say is, Maury, are you willing to try to break the record of eating 30 Reese peanut butter cups in under 3 minutes?
Absolutely.
Okay.
So now you have about 3 minutes to go downstairs
and get 30.
Get 30 Reese peanut butter cups. Okay?
Can I borrow $20 from someone?
So Maury, head downstairs and go and grab a. Do they come in packs of twos or threes?
Three.
Comes in packs of threes.
Oh, that's tough math for more. Have fun with that. You got 3 minutes.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Okay, I'm excited for this.
Okay, so Patrick had called in and put together a challenge for Damn It Maury, and that was to break the world record of eating these, which are Reese peanut butter cups, right?
Delicious.
And the world record, just so you know, is 30 of these, 30 individual cups in 3 minutes. And the world record holder is a guy named Peter Cherzwinski, and he goes by the name Furious Pete. And he did 30 of these in 2 minutes, 57.36 seconds without drinking water.
Damn.
So I think that's what makes this more difficult. Other eating records that Maury has tried to compete in the past. He tried to eat a 500-gram block of cheddar. That did not go well.
Backed up for days.
Remember Peeps? Those things? So he tried to eat, the world record was 255 Peeps in 5 minutes. Maury did 25.
Those are the marshmallow candies that are covered in
they come in blue and
sugar,
yellow.
yeah.
And then there was the time I offered Maury $200 because he was showboating to eat 20 deviled eggs, and he got through 10. So Maury, you're going to try today to beat this record of 30 Reese peanut butter cups in 3 minutes without drinking water.
Oh, man.
Right? Let me see them right there.
Yeah. And here's the thing. I love Reese peanut butter cups, right? After a while, so even after just eating a pack of 3, right? It feels thick in your mouth.
Okay.
Grow up, Maury.
You're the one that started it.
Guys, come on. We're all adults here. Grow up, please.
Okay. Don't say such juvenile things.
So
Okay.
it makes you want to have something thirst quenching.
Right. Okay. So you have 3 minutes. Who's keeping time on this? You're going to keep time on this, Mocha?
Now, should we say, because I watched a video of this
Yes.
guy, the world record holder.
Right.
Did you watch a video, Maury? Do you know?
I did, yeah.
Oh, okay. So his technique,
Yeah.
and I don't know if yours is going to be any different, his technique was literally eating one by one.
Oh.
It's not like he picked up all 30 and just started shoving all the Reese peanut butter cups
But
into
he's
his mouth.
probably
He
faster
was
at
doing
swallowing than I am.
But
so I'm gonna
I
have
would
to...
think 2 at a time is what I thought that was the technique.
Yeah,
2
no,
at a time.
this guy was doing one at a
at a
time. Yeah, yeah.
time. Interesting. Okay, so Mocha, are you at all ready?
Yeah. Are you ready? Damn it, Maury.
Yeah.
Maury is taking the glasses off.
Can't see.
Okay, ready?
Yeah.
In 3, 2, 1, go. 1, 2.
Okay. Oh, so Maury's technique right now is to just stuff him in his mouth, chew, and not swallow, right?
No, we'll get to the swallow.
Okay,
It
okay,
takes
but you got
time.
2 in there.
No, but my throat will tell me when it's ready.
Okay. Okay. Number 3 is in.
Sounds so gross.
I know. For anybody that in goes number 4.
Yeah, 4.
For anybody who has that thing where they don't like the sound of somebody chewing, which is I think most people, this is not for you today.
Oh, my jaw's sore.
Ew.
Okay. Maury's now stretching out his mouth. Okay.
That's 5.
That's 5 in there?
Yeah.
Are you keeping track, Shem? Can you please? I know it's a terrible... Okay,
I'm
I would
keeping track.
appreciate
I'm-
it. You are?
yeah.
Okay, cool. I'm not. I'm just watching that mouth move. So Maury was... his technique at the beginning for the first 4 was to go full Reese cup in the mouth. Now he's biting. So that was 3 bites for number
6.
Number 6.
This is exhausting.
Okay. Okay.
7.
Okay.
Oh my God. This is so boring.
Okay, this is so boring, huh? By the way, you keep eating more. I'll tell people what's going on. If you're listening right now and you're wondering why it's making you sick to your stomach, Dan Maury is in the middle of trying to beat the world record for the most Reese's peanut butter cups eaten without drinking water or to wash it down in under 3 minutes. The world record, currently held by Furious Pete of Mississauga, Ontario, Canada, was 30 Reese peanut butter cups. He did that in 2 minutes and 57.36 seconds. Maury is at how many now?
Number 8.
Number 8. And how much time?
That's now number 9. I'm not going to tell you.
Oh,
yet.
okay.
Okay. That last one hurt.
Okay.
It's just exhausting, Ross.
Right. How much time does he have? How much time does he have?
You have 35 seconds.
Left?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, Maury, you're in the final 30 seconds, buddy. Make it count. Make it count. Oh, no. Okay.
Once it's in the mouth, it counts.
Okay. No, but swallowed. Swallowed is the only thing that matters. Okay, keep that.
Oh, gross.
Oh.
Okay. Oh, God.
Ew. 10.
Okay, keep going.
9,
Keep going, Maury. Keep
8,
going. Keep going. Keep
7,
going, Maury. Keep
6.
going. Keep going, Maury. Maury. Keep going. Keep going.
Ew, dude. Oh, gross. Okay, time. Ew. Okay, so I would say, because those last 4 are still in your mouth, so successfully.
Oh,
10.
it's falling out of his mouth.
It's dripping
It's
out of his mouth.
literally coming
that is
out.
so
like,
gross.
It's coming
That
out.
is disgusting. Are you dripping all over the rest of the peanut butter cups there? Because I was going to ask for one, but I'm not going to now. Oh my God, this is so gross, guys. Oh, that's... And honestly, like, it smells delicious in here because of the Reese peanut butter cups. But, oh my God, your mouth! Oh, it's so gross!
Look at Shem.
This is disgusting. Like, Shem has his back to you. Bro, this is... You need to leave, honestly.
Shem's eyes are watering.
Yo,
Maury.
you failed and you have to leave right now.
Okay, so there we go. The world
gross.
record was not broken. Again, the world record was 30 Reese peanut butter cups in under 3 minutes. It was the record still stands today. Furious Pete did 30 in 2 minutes and 57.36 seconds. Damn it, Maury did how many?
He did 10.
But how many did you swallow?
No, 10.
10?
But he shoved 14 Reese peanut butter cups into his mouth.
So
Bro, you, sir, are so disgusting.
that is the most foul-looking wheeze I've ever seen in my life, man. Look at you. Anyway, so no, we did not break a world record today.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Roz, I cannot tell you the amount of people that have been reaching out to get stuff off their chest. Roz and Mocha's vented moments is what we're calling it. TM.
Yeah.
Working title.
Stop it. No questions asked either. We don't even need to know your name, but if you have something that you just need to get off your chest, maybe because even like your friends and family don't want to hear it, or maybe it's about them, but we'll give you the show, we'll give you the platform, we'll give you the audience, and you can just go off. You can just get it all out.
Hey, it's Roz and Mocha. You sent us a text that simply reads, "This girl needs to vent."
Yeah, she sure does.
Go.
Okay, so I've been living in this apartment for 7 years. I'm a smoker, and I only smoke in one room in my apartment. The rest of it is off limits by choice.
Okay, hold on. Can I just tell you something? As somebody who spent a lot of years smoking cigarettes, the idea. And anyway, I'm going to back out. I'm going to back. Sorry. I'm going to. You have to. It's your time to vent. It's your time to vent. I screwed it up. Go ahead.
Okay,
So you only
all
smoke
right,
in
so-
one
Yes.
in one room in the apartment, nowhere else.
Yes.
Okay.
And anyway, so all of a sudden, somebody moved in upstairs and said every time they open their closet, they can smell smoke. And, they've got asthma. That's really bad. I've got asthma, too. But point being that I have been there for 6 years. And I get a letter to cease smoking in my apartment immediately, or I will be escorted out and evicted by a sheriff in 30 days.
Damn.
So I got a tent and a patio heater and got some Christmas lights and of course my cigarettes and my ashtray and a nice scented candle, and I live out on my balcony now.
What do you mean you live on your balcony?
You mean you just go outside to smoke?
I stay out on my balcony, and the only time I go inside is if I need to use the kitchen or the bathroom.
How much do you smoke that you have to move now to the balcony?
Well, because I don't want to keep getting up and going out, because it's a constant reminder that.
So you just stay out there all day?
Hey, listen, don't stop
Yeah.
asking
Okay,
questions.
yeah,
Stop
yeah,
asking
you're right,
questions.
you're
We're
right.
not
This is
allowed to
your
ask
vented
questions.
moment.
It's your vented moments. Okay,
I know.
so you built yourself a smoke hut and decorated it. Okay,
Tis the season, though.
Yes, I'm sure it looks beautiful.
It's warm. It's cozy. I got a sleeping bag. I got plushy blankets.
Well,
I've got my iPad so I can listen to stuff or watch stuff. It's all cool.
I have so many questions.
No, you're not allowed to ask questions, Roz. You're not allowed. You're not allowed.
I know. I have so many questions. Okay. Hey, listen, this is what we do on this show. You got to vent. You got to vent. We appreciate you. We appreciate you stopping by. We appreciate you venting.
Oh, yeah, but you got no questions, huh? I know you're not allowed to ask them.
No,
but,
we're not supposed to.
We're not supposed to. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's not in the spirit of what this segment, whatever we're calling it, is.
Roz and Mocha's vented
Yeah, I
moments.
got you. Yeah, I vented. And my husband is in total agreement with the building.
Oh, yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
Plot twist.
Yeah.
Who do you think bought the tent and the
Your
outdoor heater?
husband kicked you outside. Out. Oh man.
Yo,
Wow,
this
you got
story
you got
gets you-
wars going. Isn't it funny that the smoker appears on a segment called Vented Moments? You know what I mean? Like,
So wait, okay, important. And I know we're not supposed to ask questions, but it sounds like
Okay.
you're outside right now. Are you outside right now in that tent?
Actually, no. I'm going to be going back to my tent. I'm just getting some gas in my car.
wow.
okay.
And then back to the tent, huh?
Damn straight.
Yeah. Wow. Jeez.
All right, girl. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Love you guys.
Love you too.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
So Kim Kardashian and Pete Davidson were out in Santa Monica yesterday, and Pete Davidson looks like he's got a big old hickey on his neck.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
All right, then. Old school making
When's
out.
the last time you had a hickey? Did you ever have a hickey?
Yeah. But
You
like
did,
a long
huh?
time.
Yeah.
I've never had one.
You've never had a hickey, Maury?
No.
Have you ever given a hickey?
Yes, on somebody's chest.
On the chest?
Yeah.
Oof. You gotta have a powerful suck to give a hickey on a chest. That's not
Did
It
Matthew
doesn't,
like-
it doesn't
was
lend
it Matthew?
itself.
Was it Matt-
No.
Did you ever do hickeys?
Why do you hold on? Why do you say
I
it like
know,
that?
bro.
Like,
Don't
ew,
even.
gross. Why do you say it like that?
No, he's not into that.
Oh, okay.
He's a professional.
He's a professional.
He can't go
swear.
on Zoom with a
Would you
hickey.
give a hickey to a hopo? What do you mean he's a professional? What does that have to do with anything?
It was like a long time ago when, I was a little bit wilder.
When running around chest hickeying guys. Anyway, Pete Davidson's got a hickey, and it was, I don't know, I found it interesting. And not a lot of people do hickeys anymore.
When was the last time
Right?
you had one or gave one?
Years, like early high school, not even late high school, like early high school.
Yeah.
And then you used to do them on your own arm first.
Oh, yeah,
To see
of
if you were
course.
any good at it.
Uh-huh.
Right?
And to see how long it would take.
To see how long it would take. Yeah.
Everybody did
But
that.
anyway, I'm happy for him, I guess, right? Everybody
Deepa,
loves
when's the last time you got a hickey?
No, look at Deepa. No, don't involve me in this.
What about giving one to Talal? No?
You never given a hickey?
No.
Do you know what a hickey is?
I know what a hickey is.
What's a hickey?
Roz.
What's a hickey? Quickly.
It's like when you mark somebody.
What do you mean when you mark somebody?
When you I can't even talk
Okay,
about
explain
it.
a hickey. Explain a hickey. How do you give a hickey?
I can't.
How do you give a hickey?
I feel weird talking about this.
Why?
Why? Explain.
know.
Explain.
Why? Because you know your mom and dad are listening right now?
Okay. No. Explain how. Explain how to give a hickey for people.
You
You
give a kiss.
you kiss. What do you mean you kiss?
That's it.
What do you? What
No,
do
you don't.
There's nothing else to it.
Yeah, there is. There's
Okay,
lots.
wait. Do you know what a hickey is?
I know what a hickey is.
What is a
Roz.
hickey?
You
Yeah.
bite.
Okay.
You little sucky suck.
You
That's it.
Okay.
And then you leave a mark.
you bite.
Yeah.
You bite.
Wait, do you? I don't know.
You think a hickey's a bite mark?
Wait, is it? Maybe I don't know what a hickey is.
Yo, I'm done.
Okay. Do you know what a hickey? Okay. 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 You don't know what a hickey is, right?
No, isn't that what it is?
Biting someone. Until what?
Like there's a mark, no?
What kind of mark? Teeth marks?
No, like isn't there like a looks like a bruise, no?
Yeah, but from biting.
I don't know.
You came in so confident too.
Wait, what?
Right?
Where am I going wrong with this?
The biting part. Yeah. The teeth.
Oh,
I would say.
okay.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
then what is it? You explain it to me.
Sucking.
Oh, okay. Thanks for the educational
problem.
moment today.
Also,
Thank you,
hello
Deepa.
to Deepa's parents.
Thank you.
goodness.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
guys.
All right. Thanks, Deepa.
You're welcome.
Roz and Mocha's Hell of a Story.
Britt, how you doing?
I'm okay. I'm good.
Welcome to Roz and Mocha's Hell of a Story. When did your Hell of a Story take place?
So it's actually a two-parter story, and the first part takes place in 2014.
So in 2014, where does it start? Who are you with? What goes on?
Yeah, so me and one of my really good friends were working at a golf course together in the summer, and this is the summer before we were going to go to university. And one day we just spontaneously decided that we wanted to go and get our nipples pierced.
Oh, jeez.
Before university, yeah.
Why?
So when I heard-
Why?
I don't know. Honestly, it was just one of those like spur of the moment decisions. I was kind of a goody-goody back then, and my friend was not. So she convinced me, and we were like, okay, let's go for it. So we were driving to the piercing studio, kind of talking about it. She's hyping me up. We're all good. We get in there, and I was talking to her, and I was like, okay. I was like, I'm nervous, but why don't I go first? And she's like, you know what? Actually, that's a good idea because I think that I'm going to get something else pierced. And I was like, wait, what do you mean?
Okay.
She's like, I don't want to get my nipples pierced anymore. I think that I want to get my downstairs pierced.
No.
I was like, oh my God. I mean, not my thing, but if you want to go ahead and do that, that's fine.
Oh, I'm
I'll for
cringing
sure go
already.
first.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll for sure go first.
Okay.
And that way you have some time to back out if you want. She's like, perfect. I sit. He does whatever he said that he was going to do.
Yeah.
I take a deep breath. Everything is good.
Oh.
My friend then is now, it's her turn. I'm going to, again, I'll clamp. And then when I clamp, I want you to take a big deep breath. I'm going to count down from 3.
Yeah.
and then I'm going to go ahead and pierce.
Gotcha.
So, you know how, like, when you're getting a shot or a piercing, they'll kind of, like, trick you, and they'll say they're counting down from 3, but then they go at 2 so you don't move?
Yeah.
So he said 3, and then he said 2, and when he said 2, my friend went, wait, and jerked her body out of the way.
Yeah.
But when she jerked her body, he had already put the needle in.
Okay.
And he had ripped right through her area.
Okay.
Ripped right through her area. There was blood everywhere.
Okay.
He was panicking. She was screaming. It was just like a sight that I did not want to be a part of.
Right. Okay, so how do you fix? How does she fix it?
He was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. He gave her like a bunch of napkins to hold down there. And she ended up actually having to get reconstructive surgery after that.
No.
And now only has about 70% of feeling downstairs.
Wait, so how is this a two-parter?
So, flash forward 2 years.
So 2016 now. You've had your nipple pierced for 2 years at this point.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I'm in second year at Brock
Gotcha.
and have a new boyfriend. Everything was great.
Yeah.
I was downstairs in his basement taking a shower, and he had this like big, huge walk-in tiled shower. It was kind of gross, but whatever.
Sure.
Went in.
University boys, right?
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. So went in, I was taking a shower, and I realized that I didn't bring myself a towel.
Yeah.
So without even thinking, I was kind of like walking to the edge of the tiled shower, kind of leaning out the door, and I said, hey, like, babe, can you bring me a towel? He's like, yeah, no problem. I turned my body around to go back and turn off the shower.
Yeah.
Walked out, and he goes, oh my God, babe, your boob. And I was like, what do you mean my boob? And we both looked down, and my boob, I guess, had gotten caught in the grout when I had leaned over to ask for a towel. And when I turned around, I ripped it out. And I was like, what? Like, I didn't even feel anything. And I looked down, and my nipple was off. Like, it was hanging by like the smallest piece of skin. Yeah. And the ring was actually just hanging on by a thread, honestly. Like, it was awful. And it was blood everywhere.
Okay. Okay.
And finally, I was like, oh my God, I see it now. And it's like the pain is starting to come to me. And I was like, oh my God.
Okay, so how did you fix that then?
For like a month, I was too embarrassed to go to the doctors or the hospital to get stitched up. So I just like band-aided my boob for a month.
Oh my
and like
God.
kept on sticking it together with band-aids and like crazy tape.
Did it get infected?
No, it didn't get infected. Like, I made sure that I was cleaning it with salt water and stuff.
Did you take the ring out?
Well, yeah, I had to.
Okay.
That was the end of my piercing days.
Yeah. Okay. So how's your boob? How's your boob now?
So when I had my son.
Okay. Congratulations. Congratulations.
Hey,
yeah.
Hell of a story.
Thank you. Yeah. I had him in 2017, and I know I was trying to like breastfeed and stuff, and we realized like everything looks normal, but when I was like trying to breastfeed him, we realized that the milk actually came out like a sprinkler because it wasn't fully healed properly.
Because all the holes. Because they have too many holes. There's too many holes.
Yeah. So that was just a joke that my fiance and I now, share, and the story is hilarious. It doesn't affect me much, but...
Okay. Oh, my God, Britt. Listen, that was a hell of a story. We can't thank you enough.
Yeah, of course. When I was listening to your podcast about your nipple piercing story, I was like, oh, my God, I need to one-up him.
Well, if my deformed nipple can be inspiration to anyone, I'm glad it was you.
Yeah.
Team Sprinkler.
Yeah.
Thanks, Britt.
Yeah,
Love you.
Pretty much.
Thanks.
Yeah, thanks, guys. Have a good day.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Hey, I'm just going through this story here. Let me read you this about Shawn Mendes and Camila Cabello.
Okay.
So
Are they back together?
No. No, but the story is, I don't know who they're quoting or where the hell this quote wound up, but it's interesting nonetheless, which is they're claiming that this was a simple COVID relationship that had nowhere to go once life got back to normal. Because you remember they got like a dog together and they locked themselves in this house down in Miami for like all of COVID, and it was just the two of them.
Spend like Christmas with her family last year?
Yeah, because it was all they were bubbling, right?
Yeah,
they were bubbling.
Lived with them for a little while.
Yes, they were bubbling. And so what they're saying now, let me read you this. They had this intense relationship last year and spent months together during the lockdown in Miami. They both seem very happy and look like they enjoyed having a break from working. Things are different now, though. It's more back to normal life. They have careers that are taking them in different directions. They went from spending every day together to now not really spending any time together. So they're chalking this up to, will you be like my sort of COVID lover?
Yeah, because the thing is with Shawn Mendes and Camila Cabello is that they are both big solo superstars who each have their own career, who each have their own fans, who each have their own projects that they got to work on. So, and different parts of the country working on those projects, and then eventually getting to a point to where they're going to have to each travel to do tours and spend even more time apart from
But there
one
are
another.
people who do that very successfully in relationships.
Absolutely.
This was just a COVID relationship.
I think they got to the point where they realized that they have all this other stuff to do now that the world is slowly opening up, and it was out of convenience that their relationship lasted the way it did.
Why don't you say it like it really is, which is neither of them like the other one enough to fly 8 hours home to just spend 24 hours with them, right?
Yeah.
That's the reality of it. Maury.
Following the paparazzi accounts like I do.
Yes.
So before the breakup, weeks before the breakup, Shawn Mendes was photographed constantly in Toronto on his own with his dog. Now that the breakup
You
has
mean
happened,
with their dog?
With their dog, Tarzan. Now that the breakup has happened, Shawn Mendes has been photographed in Toronto again, tons of times, alone again, no dog.
No dog.
So Camila got the dog?
No, I think that it was I bet you Shawn Mendes' mom has the dog.
Yeah, probably.
What? What's your theory, Maury?
No, I was going to say, I agree. I think Camila had, because
you think?
he has this condo in Toronto, and he was photographed before the breakup on his own with the dog. The dog's gone.
I love all the people that said that the breaking point for Camila Cabello was that video that went viral of Shawn Mendes when he said it's giving share. Did you ever see that video?
No, it's giving share.
You didn't see this video, Maury? So I guess he and Camila, Shem, you know what I'm talking about, right?
Oh, yeah. They seem to be backstage someplace. I'm not sure where
I don't know where they were.
But he's like, it's giving share.
So
what does that mean?
So it's giving means, I don't know what it's giving means, right? Like it's giving is like, it's a term used when like something is, I don't know.
Do you mean give and take?
No.
It's kind of like
like you say, it's giving. And so he's doing somebody's taking a picture with him and Camila, right? And then he walks over to the person taking the picture and says, "Oh, it's giving share," meaning like it's fabulous.
Yes.
Right? And
Share
the look
vibes.
and the look on Camila Cabello's face was like, ugh. Right? And it's a quick like 4-second clip, but everybody when they broke up, everybody was like, that was her breaking point.
Well, some
was the
people-
it's giving share clip.
Were reaching out to us saying maybe they broke up, or maybe it was Shawn Mendes that broke up with Camila Cabello because of the way she says Christmas.
Yes.
In her,
That's the other
in
one.
the Amazon Music song,
Yes.
I'll Be Home for Christmas, where she says in parts of the song, sometimes she says Christmas, but sometimes she says Christmas. Listen to this.
I'm dreaming tonight.
They're like, this is why you broke up with her. Because she can't say Christmas.
I love even more than I usually do.
This never gets old.
And although I know
Beautiful
it's
voice,
a
though.
long road back, I promise you.
Here we go. This is, and I'm with you, Boca. You can't spend the holidays with somebody who pronounces Christmas this way.
I'll be home for Christmas.
And it was at that point, Shawn Mendes was like, fam, I'm done.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
I got a new banger to play for you right now.
Oh, here we go. Hit me.
Okay. So Gorilla Glue Girl is a rapper now.
Who's Gorilla Glue Girl?
You
Oh
don't
my goodness!
remember?
Oh, the
Tessica
girl
Brown.
Yes, she thought that it was hairspray, and she sprayed Gorilla Glue into her hair, and it went rock hard. And didn't like plastic surgeons and stuff fix her all up?
She had to fly to L.A. and like after hours and
poor
hours
girl, and she
of surgery,
Did
she
we talk
finally
to,
got.
Did we talk to her?
We did.
talk to her.
Yeah.
Nah. It's all coming back to me now.
So since then, since that viral fame kind of took over back in January, she came out with her own line of like hair care products in the summer called Forever Hair.
Yes, why not?
And then she started writing and recording her own music. She even reached out to like Nicki Minaj too. Nicki didn't reply.
But like about being Gorilla Glue Girl, or just like launching her separate career?
It's in line with all of that. It's all part of
her brand,
getting her hair stuck with Gorilla Glue.
Come on.
So in this rap song called "My Hair," she basically just tells you the story of what happened when she got Gorilla Glue stuck in her hair.
Okay.
My hair, it don't move, my hair. It don't move, my hair. Come on. It don't move, my hair. You hear what I'm telling you? It don't move, my hair. It don't move, my hair. Let's go. It don't move, my hair. You hear what I'm telling you? It don't move. Almost went in a panic. When I ran out, I had a problem. I had to use Gorilla Glue just to solve it. Over from silky to solid. Tried to wash it with everything I could think of, but nothing was making progress. I was stopping what to do. Couldn't comb my brush, it had me feeling like a fool. I tried to use a shot that was the epic feel too. I washed it like a dozen times, and soap it getting through. And my hair, it won't move. My hair, it don't move, my hair.
This is Gorilla Glue Girl, by the way. She's got a new song out called "My Hair," if you couldn't tell. Maury's in the other room dancing right now.
Oh, no, Maury's in the other room raising the roof. Right?
Made a TikTok video for answers and all. My scalp was burning, it was concerning, man. I felt the burning till I saw it went viral. My daughter Gina and all, 1 million views just because she like, mama, you a star. Didn't know what was next, had no idea what's in store. But I knew just one thing, Gorilla Glue really stings. Had no time for celebration for this crazy.
Shout out to Gorilla Glue.
Yeah. My razor got me feeling impatient because my hair, come on.
Yeah.
My hair don't move. My hair.
Yo, Maury's dancing raising the roof in the other room.
Yeah.
I'm bouncing right now.
Yeah.
Shem is also bouncing right next to me.
Yeah.
And you're just sitting there with your hand over your mouth, not moving whatsoever.
No.
Maybe the third verse of the song
Okay, let's
will
try.
make you come around.
Let's
Here we
try.
go.
Later, Gina came to me to say the glue could get removed by Dr. Michael K. Obeng. I asked her what's the fee. She said the fee is free. I said the fee is free. She said yes indeed. Now I'm LAX bound, palm trees so
Come on
astounded. Paparazzi snapping, no capping, they all around me. Called a Uber driver to the doctors in a hurry. I made it to my destination trying to block the worry. Then I met the doctor, felt relief more than I ever did. Surgery took a minute, 4 hours. I had my curls again. Big shout to Dr. Michael K. Obeng, and I swear that I would never touch Gorilla Glue again. Cause now,
Hey! So there you go. It's the first rap song from the Gorilla Glue Girl.
It's basically like it's like all she's doing is just giving credit to all the people who like helped her out. Right?
Yeah, it's a massive shout out.
Like it's
basically.
just a shout out.
Yeah. Tessica Brown, by the way. The song is out for you to enjoy.
Yeah, really, huh?
Yeah. If you want to go and stream it, it's everywhere.
I probably enjoyed that as much as I'm ever going to need to enjoy that.
Okay.
Roz and Mocha's Fix My Life.
What advice can you guys give me?
Okay, so my question is...
Got a problem you can't fix?
Roz and Mocha got you.
Oh, goodness, Katie. Welcome to the Roz and Mocha Show. We've been waiting all day to talk to you. What is your dilemma? What is on your mind?
I'm just wondering, what do you do for a newborn at Christmas?
Katie Rose says, hey, Roz and Mocha, Fix My Life. It's my daughter's first Christmas, and I don't know if we should buy a ton of presents for her to open or if we should save it for next year when she still kind of knows a little bit more about what is going on. So how old's your daughter going to be?
She's going to be 9 months.
9 months.
She's not going to know.
No,
she has no idea what's going on right now.
You could realistically, you're doing it for family and you're doing it for the pictures, which means you could do it tomorrow if you wanted to.
You're right.
Yeah, I think this is more of a dilemma that's happening in your mind than it is.
But, I was wrapping up all the presents, and she seemed like really intrigued and interested because, everything's shiny and everything. So
Well,
I'm
that's
like,
why she's
oh.
intrigued and interested. She's not looking at that paper being like, ooh, Christmas.
Yeah.
She's 9 months. She'll be 9 months next month.
And realistically, I know what you're thinking, which is the thing that we all think, which is, you have that kid and the night before Christmas, you're all cuddled up in the bed and you're reading the story, and then the next day they come screaming into your room because Santa came and they snuck down, upstairs or downstairs or whatever it is, and they saw the presents under the tree. Like, I understand that as a parent because that is a magical moment, right? It absolutely is a magical moment. But if you think that that is even happening next year, you're crazy. If you think that that's even happening the year after, you're nuts.
If I could interject real quick, Katie.
Yeah.
Is this your first child?
Yeah.
Okay, so we have a 4-year-old at home. And Cruz, last year when he was 3, was the first time that he really understood Christmas, saw that there were presents, knew that Santa came because we talk about Santa all the time.
Make a list.
Totally.
Yeah.
This year, he's 4. This year is the year that he really understands, and that he is the most excited that I've ever seen him. So I understand your perspective. That first Christmas, you want it to be magical, memorable. You want to do all the extra things. Santa's going to show up and spoil your kid. You know that you and your husband are going to spoil your kid. The grandparents and aunts and uncles and whoever. It's still going to be that moment. But your child, your daughter, is going to have zero recollection, is going to have zero idea of any of this. This is all like in your mind.
Yeah. And I'm just like, do I go and, get her though all these things like,
do it all, but do it like honestly do it all, right? But just know that you're when she you're gonna have to empty the stocking, right? Like it doesn't matter what gets put in, like it's still all your jobs, right? Like watching a 9-month-old sort of work her way through ripping a paper, like a present open. It's not even like they know what they're doing. Like at that point they're just destroying. Right, and then you're sitting around cheering. Like they don't even understand that something cool is inside. Yeah, right. Like they don't get. It's all for you, and that's fine. It can be all for you because it's emotional and it's wonderful, and you guys are going to sit around and be a gloriously beautiful family. But that sort of thing can happen tomorrow. It can happen Christmas Eve. You can do it Boxing Day if family and friends can't come over when you want to. You could do it in July, right?
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah. You got a lot of years. Don't you worry.
Oh, I know.
But we know it's your daughter's first Christmas, and we know how excited you and your family are. So you can continue with that excitement and continue with like spoiling her like crazy.
Yeah, but it's I know that she's not going to remember anything. None of this is for her. She has no clue what's going on.
No,
it's just a matter of how much is too much.
That's really up to you and your family.
Yeah. It depends on how. It depends on how busy you want to be that day.
And also it depends on how much room you have in your place to store all that stuff. Yeah. Because that stuff, once it comes into the house, is going to need a place in that house to be at all times.
Yeah.
Yeah, good point.
Yeah. Like, maybe, I'd put like on that Santa list, I'd put baby like socks. One pair.
More diapers. More wipes.
Exactly. Socks and wipes. I think get what you need. Yeah.
That's smart. She's starting to eat, so spoons, forks, bowls.
There you go.
Thank you, Katie.
That's good. Thanks, guys.
All right,
bro. You take care. Bye-bye.
Roz and Mocha's Fix My Life
on Kiss.
Welcome back, Roz.
Oh, what'd I do?
I didn't know you just stepped out of the room to go to the washroom,
I had
but
to go pee.
When you were gone, Deepa said the most ridiculous thing.
Oh, no.
And then I just told her to stop talking because I needed you to hear this.
Man. What'd I do now? Okay.
Deepa, come here.
Deepa.
So, Deepa got a new cat, right?
Yeah.
Her and her husband got a cat.
Yeah.
Recently.
Tubby, right?
Is it Tubby or Tubbs?
Tubby.
Okay.
Or both, whatever.
So, Deepa, when Roz left the room just now, say what you said.
I said that my cat sees ghosts in our house.
I'm going to go.
I knew it.
Oh, got to pee again.
No, it's true. It's true. So, like, they say that animals have another
They
sense.
say.
Okay.
Who
they
says?
Say, but
Who
it's
says?
the truth.
Who says?
The
Forward
internet, the world.
Forward me your research right now.
Scientists.
Peer reviewed. Okay, go ahead. Your cat sees ghosts.
Okay, so I find this really weird, but I've told you guys, I think that my house, there's like a spirit or something in the house because some weird things have happened. So Tubby, now, whenever we take him to our living room or whatever and he's playing, sometimes he'll just stop and he'll look at a specific corner of the room and he'll start shaking. And then he'll back away slowly as he's shaking. And we're looking in the corner and there's absolutely nothing there. And I was like, obviously, we can't see it. He can see it. And it's a ghost. Guys, come on. What more proof do you need? Animals have
How old is your cat?
2.5 months.
2.5 months old.
Yeah.
Okay, you are analyzing the behavior of a 2.5-month-old cat, right? Also, you've never owned a pet before in your life.
But
This is your very first experience with a pet.
You're 8
right?
weeks in, girl.
Yeah, you're 8. Okay.
But I also know that animals sense things. And I was like,
How
this
do you,
is like
you
proof.
also know that
Because
animals sense things?
I've read about it. I've seen it in TV shows and in movies. And like, I was like, Tubby is a prime example.
Hold on. So does this happen every single time?
It doesn't happen
Tubby
every
is
single
in the living
time.
room?
It's happened several times with him.
So the ghost moves around and not just stays in that one corner.
Yeah, like he moves around, or he or she, I don't really know. But they came to a point where he would get so shook that I stood in my living room and I was like, he's just a kitty.
Okay.
And
You're
then
talking to the
nothing
ghost.
happened.
You're telling the ghost to back off
Yeah,
the cat?
you have to set boundaries.
Oh my
And you have to like
You know what?
really be clear.
Okay. I watched my cat the other day.
Mhm.
Okay, run from one end of the house to the other end of the house. He was about 40 feet away. There's one hallway that goes all the way down my house,
Right.
and he was in the other part of the house, and you can see through all the way down the house to the back door. My cat ran, jumped, cleared the coffee table, ran to the door, and jumped all the way as high as he could up the door and then fell down. You know, cats are supposed to land on their feet?
Yeah.
He jumped so high he fell on his side and then jumped back up again and slammed both his paws against the door
Because there was a ghost on the other side.
because a leaf fell off the tree.
No! Okay, so the leaf was. I don't know. Yeah. Okay, Tubby sees ghosts. That's what I'm sticking with.
Also, now
believe
I have
it.
a haunted tree, right?
Yeah, you do, maybe. I don't know how old your property is.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
I got to play this clip of Andrew Garfield talking about grief. It's
Grief?
it's really beautiful. So he is out promoting his movie Tick Tick Boom, and he'll explain sort of the character and what the story's about in the interview. So he was on Colbert, but also talking about how he is tying in that movie and the character and the emotion behind it and that guy's life with losing his own mom in 2019 and how he deals with grief. And I think this is a pretty important clip for, I think, a lot of people who may be going through sort of something and wondering if they're doing grief right. And so this is Andrew Garfield on Colbert.
I love talking about it, by the way. So if I cry, it's only like, it's only a beautiful thing. This is all the unexpressed love, right? The grief that will remain with us, until we pass, because we never get enough time with each other, right? Mm-hmm. No matter if someone lives till 60, 15, or 99. So I hope this grief stays with me because it's all the unexpressed love that I didn't get to tell her. And I told her every day. We all told her every day. She was the best of us. I was able to step into this in a way where I could honor this incredible life of Jonathan Larson, and he was taken far too soon. He died at the age of 35 on the night of the first preview of Rent off Broadway at the New York Theater Workshop. Some strange twist of fate. And this film is kind of to do with that. It's to do with this ticking clock that we all have, that we all know in somewhere deep down that life is sacred, life is short, and we better just be here as much as possible with each other, holding on to each other. And for me, I got to sing Jonathan Larson's unfinished song while simultaneously singing for my mother and her unfinished song. I'm indebted to everyone who's brought me to this place so that I can honor the most beautiful person that I've ever experienced in my life through my art and use it as a way to heal, use it as a way to sew up the wounds.
Oh, man. And you know he was holding back every single tear that he wanted to shed right there.
And then Colbert was like, man, that is so beautiful. But like, are you in the new Spider-Man or no?
No, he didn't.
No, I'm joking.
Oh.
I'm joking. But yeah, no, that is, it's one of the sort of most profound and just beautiful statements about grief that I've heard publicly in that sort of form in a very long time.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
House of Gucci, starring Lady Gaga and Adam Driver, is out tomorrow. Reviews are in. Let me read you this headline from the New York Post, and then
they hate everything, though.
And then I'll read you a portion of their review. So the headline reads, House of Gucci review, Lady Gaga and her terrible movie are shallow. So here's what...
I get it.
Here's what the New York Post wrote, okay?
Yeah.
Let's set the record straight. Does Lady Gaga's accent in the new film House of Gucci sound remotely Italian? Niet. Mother Monster comes off as Russian as Boris and Natasha, Mikhail Gorbachev, and a cold bowl of borscht. She's as authentic as the rest of Ridley Scott's puffed up, ponderous drama, whose quest for Oscar glory officially ends today. Arrivederci! The abysmal Gucci would get a better grade, perhaps, if it was a term paper titled How to Make the Assassination of a Famous Person Boring.
Oh, wow. Wow.
And that's just the first part of their article.
Wow.
They go on to like rip this movie apart and rip the accents and the storyline and just everything that has to do with this movie. The New York Post hated
Yeah, but
House of Gucci.
the New York Post hates everything. Let's just get that like right out of the way. But it's what is and not that and honestly like reviewers like I'm just so reviewers are there's too many of them now and there's just everybody has a hot take and everybody wants to be the one. But yeah, if you go by Rotten Tomatoes, because I guess some people still do go by Rotten Tomatoes, it's at 66%. But the one thing that I didn't know is that House of Gucci, right? Like I am interested in seeing it, right? It's very rare that you see an original movie filled full of superstars done by a legendary director, right? Everything is a remake, a reboot, a Marvel, a this, right? And I'm very interested in it. Then I realized that it's 2 hours and 37 minutes.
Too long. No.
2 hours and 37 minutes.
No. I will sit through any Marvel movie that has that time, right?
Yeah.
I will sit through any movie starring The Rock that has that time.
Right.
Anything else?
Right.
Yet. Hour and a half.
Okay.
That's with credits.
Bro. Okay, so here we go. So Los Angeles Times says no one in House of Gucci can ultimately contend with the force of nature that is Lady Gaga. So I guess they liked it. But a lot of people did not. But I still want to see it. Like it's just I'm dying for a movie like this. Like I'm just
I'm
dying.
good without it.
You are, huh?
Yeah,
like
I'm good without it.
It's so rare that you get these movies. It's just like why I'm so excited to see that Up in the Air movie with Jennifer Lawrence and Leonardo DiCaprio.
That looks amazing.
Because it just looks like a movie that you don't see. Like it looks like a new movie. Like House of Gucci looks like a new movie.
Sure.
Right?
But I
Like-
could do without it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You're not gonna come on. You're not gonna see it? Really, huh?
Like
Okay.
maybe if it's like shows on TV.
Wow.
Actually, no,
Yeah,
not even
like
that.
on an airplane.
Niet.
Net.
Niet.
Wow.
Arrivederci.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Yo, did you hear this clip of Tiffany going off on her crowd and then butchering I Think We're Alone Now? Do you remember that song? You have to remember that song.
I remember from an episode of Full House because she showed
House?
Yeah, because she showed up and like DJ was like such a big fan. And and then like Tiffany
Okay,
showed
go
up.
on. Go on.
Right?
Go on.
And then like started singing the song.
That's what they say when we're together. And watch how you play. They don't understand, and so we're running just as fast as we can.
From a great scene in season 1 of Umbrella Academy, where they do this cross section of the big giant house that they live in Umbrella Academy, and then everybody sort of dances together and everything else. Maury, what is that?
It's also from the Ted movie where Giovanni Ribisi dances to this song, and that's how they realized which one was the real Ted.
Right, true. But also, Full House.
Wow, that song's been everywhere, huh?
Yes, okay, legendary. Also, not even Tiffany's song; it's a cover. But yes, it's a cover. But so Tiffany, I guess, still out doing stuff like singing, and I don't know where she was or what the circumstances were.
How old is she now?
She's probably close to 50, I guess, right? So I don't know what's going on in Tiffany's life, okay? And I don't know what the circumstances are.
She's what, 51?
50.
Oh, 50, okay.
I don't know what the circumstances are. I don't know if Tiffany is on any sort of medication or if she is on, or there was alcohol involved. But she was doing a show where she was butchering I Think We're Alone Now so bad that she started to cuss out her own audience. So here's a clip of her cussing out her own audience.
I've been singing it right.
Okay. So she says, F you guys, this is my hit. I've been singing it right. So then they start the song, and here is Tiffany doing I Think We're Alone Now.
Oh, wow.
Just let the crowd take over at that point.
Okay, so here is what I have to say about that. I've sung like that before.
Okay. What were the circumstances when you sang like that?
Oh, drunk karaoke.
Wasted karaoke.
Yes.
Right?
I think we've all been there, right?
Yeah.
You're singing a song, like when you're drunk, you're singing a song and you think you're like killing it.
So you say no, Shem.
I sing beautifully all the time.
Okay, you sing beautifully all the time. Oh, we know. So her rep says that she just simply lost her voice.
Okay, then.
Right? She said that she lost her voice and it was very frustrating for Tiffany to have to perform under those circumstances. But also, losing your voice, does that mean you tell your own audience to F themselves? No. Right?
No, that's the drunk in you.
Thank you.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
The trend right now is to type your first name into urbandictionary.com and see the results. Urbandictionary.com is where a lot of people go to figure out what slang terms mean. Unofficial, by the way, because these, much like Wikipedia, user-generated, right? User-submitted.
Right.
User information is given. So the trend people are doing is typing in their name and then hitting enter, see what the results are, and you may get multiple results for that one thing that you're looking up, along with examples of how to use that word in or that name in a sentence, right?
Gotcha.
So I went to urbandictionary.com and I typed in all of our names. The most shocking, because I got multiple results for Shem, so we'll save Shem for a second. So we'll start with you, Roz.
Okay.
When I type in Roz to urbandictionary.com, 2 results I got are the definition: a hot, sexy mofo.
Oh, Excuse me.
Yeah. Using it in a sentence. Hey, that girl is so Roz.
I like that. Okay.
Another result that came up
Yeah.
when you type in the name Roz.
Yeah.
A beautiful girl with brown curly hair. She's short, but she's got a lot of potential.
That's me.
She has an amazing voice that can blow people away, and she's a great person to talk to about your problems.
That's me.
Don't forget her undoubtable kindness and beauty.
That's me.
Using it in a sentence. Dang, homie, that girl is so Roz.
See? I'm okay with that. Is there one that calls me a boy or no?
No.
Oh.
When I type in my name, Mocha, 2 results that pop up. The name of a beautiful young black and white girl who everyone loves and her personality is fun.
Oh.
The other result,
Yeah.
light medium brown skin, some range in different tones, yellow, red to brown bones. Love them all. Sexy, tropical skin.
Oh. Jeez.
When I type in Deepa's name into urbandictionary.com, Deepa, you're going to want to hear this. Deepa is a person who is quite peaceful. She will be extremely grateful for everything she has got. She will be an amazing person.
Oh, that sounds accurate. I'm an amazing person.
When I typed in just Maury's name, just Maury, okay? Ready for this?
Just Maury.
Just Maury.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Maury
Yeah.
is a sexy know-it-all.
Stop right there.
But
Yeah.
as you get to know her, you will realize she is actually really nice and kind. She's still really effing hot, though.
All those girls
When
named
you-
Maury.
When you see her, she'll make you smile for more than one season. Using it in a sentence. Damn. Did you see that girl? She is such a Maury.
Wow. Okay, this is such junk. This is such junk.
If Shem is a girl, too.
Now
Oh my
we
goodness.
get to
Shem.
Shem's name when you type it into urbandictionary.com. Okay? 2 very different results.
Okay.
Shem, to be a hero, does outrageous stunts and pranks. Well-liked person. Reads one definition of the name Shem.
Yeah.
The second one, Shem. Actually, there's another one. There's 3, actually. So the second one, to be a clown, to act like an idiot, to get kicked out of a bar or club.
Oh, you just got shemmed.
Yeah, using it in a sentence.
Yeah.
Ron, you are such a Shem. And the third one,
Wow.
Shem. Equivalent to any term used to define anyone who dresses, walks, or talks like an a-hole. Examples include a tool or a douche.
Wow.
That sounds like Shem.
Jesus. Nothing kind, huh?
Nothing. And here's the thing, like, there aren't many Shems out there. I feel like somebody personally wrote that.
Yeah.
Was
You're
it all 3
right.
or the last one?
All 3 gets
Yeah, Maury's is probably the most surprising, the most shocking.
I found another one that you left off my list. I think that sums me up perfectly, Mocha.
Okay, go.
Roz. Very hot male who kicks ass at basketball and is cooler than Victor.
What?
I don't know. Whoever wrote this, like, it's very personal.
Congratulations. At least now you know that you are way cooler than Victor.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
So the Jonas roast hit Netflix.
Oh, okay. Is it good?
I've been sitting here watching like some clips. The Priyanka Chopra stuff is the best. I haven't got to the Sophie Turner stuff. Maury, can you see if there's anything good from Sophie Turner? Yeah, grab me something from Sophie Turner as well. But Priyanka is like, I don't know who the writers were. But they really, really gave Priyanka some real great material. So this is the Jonas Brothers Family Roast. It's on Netflix, and it's like their wives are roasting them, comics are roasting them.
Priyanka Chopra married to Nick Jonas.
Married
by
to
the way.
Nick Jonas. So here's a little bit of Priyanka Chopra.
I am honored and so thrilled, actually, and tickled to be here tonight to roast my husband, Nick Jonas, and his brothers, whose names I can never remember.
Damn.
I'm from India, a country rich in culture, in music, in entertainment. So clearly, the Jonas Brothers didn't make it over there. Nick and I have a 10-year age gap. Yes. We do. And there are many 90s pop culture references he doesn't understand, and I have to explain them to him, which is fine because we teach each other. We teach each other things. He showed me how to use TikTok, for example. You know, and I showed him what a successful acting career looks like.
Oh, no! Okay, so that...
Oh,
okay.
no, that's your man's
Okay,
right there.
Okay, so are you getting the purity ring stuff from Sophie Turner? Okay, so here's more Priyanka roasting her husband Nick and his
So she definitely didn't write any of this stuff. It was all
I mean, I'm
supplied,
sure
right?
everything is run by her. What do you want to goof on? All of this stuff.
She
and then,
supplied
absolutely.
Kind of like baseline, right?
Yes.
I do want to talk about how much I love my husband and what I love about him. One of the things I love about my husband is how much we have in common. You know, for instance, we're both totally, completely, wholly obsessed, and I mean obsessed, with Nick Jonas. We love Nick Jonas. Both of us. He's our favorite. Honestly.
He's our favorite. True.
I wouldn't want to be married to anyone else, guys. I'm serious. Unless, of course, Chris Hemsworth suddenly became single. Might change things.
Yeah, and they're all
Who
sitting.
else? Do we know who else is?
Yeah, I
in
think
the special?
Pete Davidson. I think Pete Davidson is there. There's a couple other comics, but the other big one is, of course, Sophie Turner, who is married to which one?
Joe Jonas.
Joe Jonas, right?
For those of you who don't know, purity rings are worn to demonstrate that you're abstaining from sex before marriage. And the Jonas Brothers, they all had them. Look, I know this is a roast, and you all think I should be going after them, but I think we need to set the record straight here. No, the rings weren't a good idea. Yes, as a gesture, they're laughably toe-curlingly lame. But remember, this was about more than a gesture. This was about faith. This was about principle. This was about taking a stand and setting an example. Look, Joe Jonas wasn't just sticking his fingers in some dumb metal rings. He was sticking his fingers in co-stars, actresses.
Oh, my God!
And even a supermodel or two.
Oh, no! Come on now!
Oh, yeah, that's the roast, though, right?
I need to know how many... how many episodes?
I don't know. Is this
of
the
this
first? This is the first one that they've done, right? Like Family Roast. Like I think that this might be a one and done. Like I'm not 100% sure. Wow. Yeah. But anyway, so that everything's coming out now because it's American Thanksgiving, and man, what a gift this was.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Hello, Roz and Mocha. Who's this?
Hi, my name is Elena. How are you guys?
Good. What's going on?
So I had to call and tell you guys I'm currently 7 months pregnant. And so my husband works nights, and we often only see each other for about an hour a day during the week.
Uh-huh.
But while I'm listening to you guys in the morning, this baby kicks nonstop.
Hey.
And every night when the baby is dad's trying to talk to the baby hides. So at this point, I'm pretty sure this baby thinks the two of you are dad.
Hey! Yo, is your husband like hella mad right now?
Maybe a little bit, maybe.
Wow. He's like, yo, that kid's jumping for Roz and Mocha, not me. Ouch.
Exactly. So I wanted to call you guys and just say thank you because I get all the loving kicks in the morning while I'm laughing around with you guys.
Oh, that's the best.
How are you feeling these days?
Awesome. Honestly, I'm getting excited and antsy, and I just had a baby shower recently, so it got me even more excited.
Do you know what you're having yet?
No, it's going to be a
surprise.
surprise.
Okay.
Do people still do strippers at baby showers?
What?
No. Oh, what is that? No, that's a what's that called? That's the wedding thing, right? What's that called? The bridal shower. The bridal. Sorry.
shower?
Yeah. Sorry, that's my bad. That's my bad. That's my bad.
imagine?
That's my bad. That's my mistake. That's my mistake. Obviously, you would have to be a savage to have a stripper at a baby shower. Yeah, sorry.
Well, congratulations. Thank you very much for sharing that story with us. We're glad that everything's going well. Sorry that your husband hates us, though.
No, it's all right. It's all right. Get used to it.
And just out of curiosity, we're not going to ask you who your favorite is, but just out of curiosity, between Roz and Mocha, who does the baby kick more for?
I have to say it's Roz because of the deep voice.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it gets that little growl in the voice. It gets going.
Is it a boy or a girl? Do you know?
She doesn't know yet.
Nope, it's going to be a surprise.
Oh, wow. That's incredible. That's like the last surprise on Earth, huh?
That's right.
Yeah.
Exactly what I tell
Yeah,
people.
everything else gets spoiled, but that's the last thing that humans have. That's the last thing we have that you can still be surprised about.
Or unless you show up at a baby shower and there's strippers there.
Right. Yeah, I would be surprised to see a stripper at a baby shower. You're right.
This baby shower's lit. Thank you so much. Love you lots.
Thanks, guys. Love ya.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
So it's the crossover event of the year. Which is...
Oh, the new Spider-Man.
No.
The multiverse.
No.
What?
No. The crossover event is Simu Liu showing up on Selling Sunset. So Simu Liu is, of course, Shang-Chi.
Sure.
Marvel superhero. And he had tweeted yesterday, excited to announce that I have joined the Selling Sunset cinematic universe. Shout out to Chriselle Staus, who I guess is the Nick Fury in this anthology.
Okay.
And so
she's the one that's assembling the team.
Exactly. So they met on Twitter, right? And they just sort of hit it off. He was a fan of her show. She's a fan of his stuff. And then she had said, like she does with all people, like she will help. She's like, I'll help you find a house, but do you want to do this on television? If you don't want to do it on television, I will still help you find a house.
Yeah.
So Simu, I guess, agreed, and he shows up in episodes, I believe it's 6 and 8 on the brand new season that just dropped of Selling Sunset season 4.
Okay.
And so this is a little bit of Simu and Chriselle.
Hello.
Hi, everyone.
Hi. You guys, this is Simu. This is what I was telling you about. Welcome to the office.
Thank you.
How are you?
I'm good. I'm hanging
Good
out.
to see you.
What's up, man? So Jason. good. Hi.
Nice to meet you.
It's wonderful to meet you. Yeah, congrats on everything.
Oh,
Thank you. Really appreciate it.
Simu Liu is a Canadian actor who is trailblazing through Hollywood. He's the latest Marvel action star, and I'm so excited that he wants to work with me. This is Mary, Emma, and Maya.
Hi, guys. So great to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Congratulations.
Thank you. I can't believe I'm at your office.
I'm so excited to have
Definitely
you here.
pretty fun considering we just met over Twitter.
I know. I was telling
However
them
long
today,
ago.
met through social media. Then we had found out we have a mutual friend. So
That's
then
right.
it's kind of meant to be.
Wow.
So then I guess they go looking at houses, and Simu has a list of what he would love. Now on these shows for they do, I guess, sell houses, but a lot of it is just used for promo and hype and everything else.
Totally,
Because I don't think that they show Simu in the episode or even in the show buying anything. But
Signing the papers, getting the keys.
Thank you. But Chriselle takes Simu around, and the house she showed him was how much? $9 million.
Wow. You remember back in the day, he got paid $120 for the stock photos?
Yeah, $9 million. Listen to this.
Oh, wow. Michelle. Damn.
Right? I knew you were going to love this.
I
Just
see
wait.
somebody was listening.
Yes.
Oh, it just feels like such a great Hollywood, I've arrived, it's a statement.
Oh, you have arrived. This is the absolute epitome of indoor-outdoor living.
Oh, excuse me.
Which I know you said you loved. 5,200 square feet. I know you wanted a basketball court.
You know what? I put that in my wish list. I understand. You get a place in the hills. It's going to be tough getting that kind of land.
That was
just
a
for a
little
basketball
hard.
court.
I just
Look,
don't want you to think I forgot.
Okay. So, like, if Simu Lu's not out there buying $9 million, 5,000 square foot houses in the hills,
No.
right?
No, come on.
Come on.
Like, it's just for the show.
Yeah.
He's, happy to be a part of the experience.
Sure, yes.
But I'm sure he's like, I know I have that Marvel money, but I'm good.
He doesn't have $9 million, though.
Yet.
No chance. Yeah, no chance. Not yet. But here's the thing about it is that you can't have this is why they do the show. There's no doubt in my mind that Chriselle and Selling Sunset were probably very helpful to Simu on finding a place. Totally. I'm sure he has a place, but the problem is that I'm sure Simu came to them because they filmed this, I believe, before Shang-Chi was released.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, I guess they would have had to.
So Simu came to them with a budget, right? And they're like, listen, man, you got a Marvel movie coming out. This is going to be on Netflix after Marvel is released. You can come on the show, but we're going to show you like a baller $9 million house. Then we're going to help you buy the one for 1.2.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
We're not going to do
Nice
the
little neighborhood.
We're not going to do the 1.2 on Selling Sunset. Okay?
Yeah, 'cause that's not what that show
star.
is about.
No.
That show is big, extravagant,
Yes.
more than what anybody would need.
Yes. That's like MTV Cribs when all those people used to borrow houses. None of those rock stars lived in those places.
Right.
Right? It's the appearances.
Of course. Of course it is.
Roz and Mocha's Fix My Life.
What advice can you guys give me?
Okay, so my question is. Got a problem you can't fix?
Roz and Mocha got you.
Allie, welcome to Roz and Mocha's Fix My Life. We're going to try to fix your life. What is wrong with your life?
Why is it so hard to find a good guy to date?
You wrote this. Roz and Mocha Fix My Life. Struggling to start over and date again after ending a 3-year relationship with a guy I moved across the country for. Oof.
Damn.
In early 2020, I moved back home to Ontario from Vancouver to be with my boyfriend of 2 years. Things didn't work out, and I quickly realized how unhappy I was and missed my life out west. We broke up, and I moved back to Vancouver this spring. I'm much happier here, but I'm having a difficult time moving on and navigating the dating world again. It's rough out there. How can I clear my head and be open-minded and not compare every guy to the past?
So how long exactly were you moved in with him for?
Just about a year.
Okay. So what happened in that time that you guys were living together that you realized that this wasn't the guy for you? Or you guys both agreed that this wasn't the relationship for you?
I think we both agreed and got to the same point. Most of our relationship had been long distance, so I think quickly when we lived together, we realized it wasn't going to work out, and we didn't want the same things. And I really liked being out west, so I went back out here.
So when you say that you compare new guys that you go on dates with past guys, are you comparing the new guys to this boyfriend that you left?
Yes.
Yeah, because you still love him.
I think part of me does, but I think the other part knows it was good that it's over.
Yeah, but it wasn't the relationship that soured. It was the circumstance that soured, right?
True, yeah.
So you're just comparing all these guys that you're meeting now to, I guess, the good qualities of your ex.
Correct, yeah.
Because it wasn't the guy, right? It's not that he wasn't the guy for you. This just wasn't the situation for you.
Yeah, we just couldn't get on the same page about what we wanted. And
yeah.
Did you ever talk about, during the time when you were, coming close to the end of the relationship or you were talking about your future together, was there ever conversation about him moving with you to Vancouver?
Many times, and he wasn't in a place to or didn't really want to, and there was just so much compromise on my end that I needed some more from him.
The only way that works, right, truly the only way that works is if you move for somebody who would be willing to move for you. And it doesn't even have to happen, right? It's not like you go, okay, well, let's spend a couple years here and then a couple years here. It doesn't even have to be that way. But the sort of the willingness, you need to get that back. Otherwise, what winds up happening is you spend a couple of years and then resentment sets in. And you feel that you've done too much. And you feel that even from the start of this, you're willing to give more to this relationship than they are. So automatically, they have a giant hill to climb because they have to somehow make up for your sacrifice. And that's very difficult to do in a relationship. It's incredibly hard to do in a relationship. And as soon as resentment sets in, it's very difficult to get back to something normal. And as far as meeting new guys go, how old are you?
I just turned 30.
it's very difficult to make, not even just start to date, but when you hit your 30s, you realize that it's difficult to even just make a new friend, right? Like the idea of making a new friend when you're 30 is terrifying. Like, how do you even do that? How do you even make a friend, let alone, fall in love? I've never used dating apps. I don't know that world. I would say maybe for you, I know this is going to sound dumb, okay? But I don't know what your interests are. I don't know what your hobbies are. I don't know if you're sporty. I don't know anything about you. But I would say get out where the people are and, join I know you're going to look ridiculous doing it, right? And it's stupid.
What, join a club?
Like Ultimate Frisbee. You know what I mean?
Oh, wow.
You know what I mean? Like that kind of thing. I think that you need to go where the people are. And the people aren't on Tinder. Right. And the people aren't on Bumble. I think that when you need to surround yourself with people, and that's the sort of best step for finding somebody.
Like CrossFit.
Yeah.
Too much activity. Too much activity. And then everybody's, I would recommend not the gym. The gym to me, no, because you know why, right? Because everybody's just obsessed about their own bodies there. Right? You're not going to fall in love with a guy who loves his body more than he's ever going to love yours.
That's
right?
fair.
You don't want to do that. Also, don't date anybody with a headshot. That's rule number 2. Trust me.
But what if they lift?
It doesn't matter. Okay, it doesn't matter. Don't meet at the gym and don't date an actor, model, whatever.
So there you go. Get into Ultimate Frisbee.
Yeah, Ultimate Frisbee, and I hate Ultimate Frisbee, but it seems like your best option. Have you gone on dates and they don't work out?
Yeah, I have.
Oh,
And
so why don't they work out though?
Great question. I don't know.
Are you comparing them to your ex still?
Yeah.
Not all the time. I think it's just a cycle of like always first dates, maybe a second date, and then they just disappear.
Right. Is it because you want to take things a little slow, maybe?
Maybe that could be part of it.
Or maybe you don't. Maybe you want to take things too fast.
No, probably more the slow side.
Yeah, because I don't think that I don't know the apps, but to me, with the people that we've talked to over the years, the apps are usually designed for something that progresses at a little bit of a clip. You know, like it's not the kind of place where people go, looking to play the long game.
Right. That's fair.
Yeah, or maybe not the same long game you're thinking of playing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Okay.
Like, do you have? I mean, as dumb as this sounds, do you have friends that could introduce you to other dudes?
I've asked. A lot of my friends, I think, are now in the phase of they're in long-term relationships, or they're starting to have kids, or their social network is more of also those same people.
Gotcha.
So I'm trying, but we'll see.
I would suggest going where the people are, like the real people, like actual human beings, not profile pictures.
Okay.
Yeah,
Ultimate Frisbee
I would
it is.
start there. I mean, listen, I don't mean to promote Ultimate Frisbee because, man, I would never want to promote something that's stupid.
The league gonna come after you, bro.
I know. You know what's gonna? I'm gonna come in with stitches on my forehead tomorrow. Somebody's gonna, because I've seen those guys online. They can hit a target from 600 yards away.
As soon as you walk out of here,
I'm gonna get a Frisbee in the head.
10 blocks down. There you go, Allie. Thank you so much, girl.
Thank you. I practice my Frisbee skills.
Roz and Mocha's Fix My Life.
On Kiss.
But look at here. Look. I got beans, creams, potatoes, tomatoes, lamb, lamb, raw, beans, creams, potatoes, tomatoes, chicken, turkeys, rat. Beans, creams, potatoes, tomatoes, lamb.
It is U.S. Thanksgiving today. Shout out to all of our
U.S. fans.
U.S. Roz and Mocha fans out there. Yeah. Doing it up big. You name it. You got all the fixins with your turkey today. Which means we have to go back and revisit.
Oh, it's the anniversary today.
Yes. The mac and cheese auntie from down south.
This was when? How many years ago?
2-3 years now.
So 2-3 years ago, and this was a woman who there was Thanksgiving dinner, and somebody in the house was in charge of making the mac and cheese. And some families hold mac and cheese in such regard that if you screw up, you have ruined not only the dinner, you have ruined Thanksgiving.
Thank you.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
You don't mess with the sides.
Thank you.
When everything is to be prepared a certain way and family gets together, especially when you haven't seen each other for a long time. And we've seen on the news all day today
There's
that
rules to this.
It's the one of the busiest days in the U.S. since the pandemic.
Yeah.
Because people are traveling like crazy now. Now a lot of people are vaccinated. So this is the first time in 2 years that families are able to get together in a bigger bunch. Which makes Thanksgiving in the States that much more special today.
Yeah.
And yes, you don't mess with the sides.
No.
So this woman was furious because they put another family member in charge of making the mac and cheese. This person had never been in charge of making the mac and cheese before. It was another auntie that had always made the mac and cheese.
Mm-hmm.
And this next person was given the task this year and screwed it up so bad that somebody at the table had a big problem with it.
Since you up the macaroni and cheese, you're cleaning up all this by yourself. Junior, Dejan, nor me are gonna help you clean up. We told you don't put that in the macaroni and cheese, but you insist on putting it. So since you want to do things your damn way, we gonna do it our way. We getting ready to go upstairs and go to sleep while you clean up all this for Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving. We love you, but guess what? This ain't fair that we couldn't even get a decent thing of macaroni and cheese. We got to wait to go back to Goose for Auntie Karen to make us some damn macaroni and damn cheese. Because you decided to do some bullshit you done seen off the damn internet. Don't experiment on damn Thanksgiving. Don't experiment on Thanksgiving. You experiment by your damn self.
I've with cream cheese before.
Hell, don't try it with us. We don't want that shit. Auntie Karen gave you the damn recipe, but you chose to do on your own.
Auntie Karen gave you the recipe, and you chose to experiment, went on YouTube, put cream cheese in it.
No! Yo, that is like one of my favorite moments.
Yo, I love that, man. We are not even helping you clean. We are going up to take a nap.
Yeah, we're going upstairs to sleep, and you were staying here all night to do the dishes.
Don't experiment on Thanksgiving. You experiment by your damn self.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Hey, what is Doja Cat going off on? Like, what was that on? Social? Is that what she did then? Did you
Why,
see
what
this
happened?
video?
No.
So
What's going on?
I guess, and I'm not saying that don't get fed up with things and don't get frustrated and all that stuff, but I think what we're seeing now is people who found creativity during COVID and lockdown and everything else.
Yeah.
Some people were saying, oh, I can't wait till life gets back to normal and everything else. But maybe they didn't really know that that's not exactly what they wanted. Because I suspect a little bit of that is going on with Doja Cat, because definitely life is sort of back to normal. And she loves the creative part, but she's going off on everything else that comes with being a creative artist. Like, she doesn't want to do any of it. Listen to this.
And you want to know what the thing is? In between making all of these songs for this album, I'm doing all this other shit. I'm doing all this shit that I don't want to do. I don't want to take pictures. Like, yes, I have fun with the idea. Like, planning a photo shoot is very fun. Like, capturing a concept, capturing a visual idea, like something like that. I love fashion. I do. I really do. I love to dress up. I love all that shit. Do I want to do that shit because I have to? No.
Oh.
Sometimes I have to do that shit. But no, I don't. I don't want to do that. I want to make music. I want to play video games. I don't want to do interviews. I don't want to have questions asked to me over and over again. That's not productive to me. Answering questions isn't productive. I'm sorry. For an outlet, out of here.
I want to go back into lockdown. I want to make music and play video games, right?
But Doja Cat, this is the life you chose. This is the life you wanted.
I know, but I want to. She wants to go back into lockdown, right?
Guess what? I want to sit at home and play video games all day too, right? I want to sit on the couch for 8 hours a day and just watch TV as well.
Yes.
I would like to climb into bed and get a full 8 to 9 hour a night sleep. But guess what?
Yeah.
This is the life that I wanted. This is the life that I chose.
Yes.
This is what comes with my life.
Yes.
I don't get to do any of that.
Correct.
So Doja Cat.
Correct.
Whose streams are through the roof.
Yes.
You're making money.
Yes.
You've struggled for a real long time to break it in this industry.
Yes.
You can't complain once you get everything that you've asked for.
I could understand if she went off talking about, creepy fans or overbearing this or emotion. But it was like pictures and interviews.
Yeah. She wants more time. We all wish we could have more time, right?
Like the two basic things that you have to do, pictures and interviews. If we ask the bare minimum of an artist, right? Like the absolute bare minimum, it's pictures and interviews.
You can go to a photo shoot, right? And spend, let's say, 8 hours.
Yeah.
And you could take enough photos to last like 6 to 8 months on social.
Sure.
Right?
Sure.
You can go do 5 interviews in a week, and those interviews will last, a couple of weeks at least.
Yeah, I
right?
guess.
And you're not doing interviews every single day.
No, sounds to me like she misses lockdown is what she does, because there was a real sweet life, and I think a lot of us are realizing how sweet that life was.
Hold on, let me look something up real quick.
Yeah.
Doja Cat.
That was Doja Cat, by the way, if you're just joining us, who went off on social media just being frustrated.
Also, Doja Cat's net worth right now is $8 million.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm sure that same website says mine is around the same, too, so I don't know how much you can believe that.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
I just did an update on, what's it called? Instagram.
Okay.
And what's this now? Look at that. What's that little thing beside everybody's name now in my inbox?
Oh, like if you want a video conference them?
Is that what that is?
Yeah, like FaceTime.
Oh, who wants that? So anybody that I've replied to can now video call me?
Let me see. I haven't done the update on mine yet. So
do you have it? Do you have this, Maury?
Try it.
You don't.
Go. So type in my name. DM me right now and let's see. Just type in my name and let's try it.
Okay, hold on.
I haven't updated mine yet.
You haven't updated yours? Okay. I don't know if I want this, man. This ain't cool. Okay.
Oh, it works.
Okay, hold on here. Oh, I'm doing it right now. I'm doing it. Oh, it says video chat failed.
Oh, maybe because mine's not updated yet.
Look, I'm calling Roz.
Well, no, you're not.
It said failed. Did you deny me?
No, I didn't deny anything. Here, let me try and call you now. Oh my God, this is so boring for people to listen to. Hold on, give me a second. I'm going to try calling you, Maury. Video call. It says calling Maury. Video chat failed. Why doesn't this work? You know what's so funny is that 2 minutes ago, I didn't want this on my phone at all, and now I'm pissed off that it doesn't work. You know what I mean? How does that happen? But is that what this is? It allows you to, audio call. Let me try and audio call you, Maury.
Okay, and then I'm going to try calling Sham.
Okay, hold on now.
He usually
it says,
answers my
it says video chat failed. Man, what am I beta testing this? What's going on here?
Maybe.
Anyway.
Wait, it doesn't work. No one's answering my calls.
Well, I know, but here's the thing is that you're the worst person to test this out because I don't think people generally answer your calls.
I'm trying Mocha. Call failed.
But it won't work because I just said to Roz, man, mine's not updated yet. So mine's not
mine
going to work.
is. So what if it forces its way through?
Is that how you do things, Maury?
You just force it through.
When something doesn't work, you just force it through?
Always. And then it works.
Okay. You know what?
Well, this
Stop
was fun.
it. Don't look at me like that, Mocha. Not in person. Try video calling me and then we can have this conversation.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Adele's new album, 30, dropped on Friday. People still freaking out about it. She's still doing promo for it. ITV in the UK had a live concert with Adele.
So they did their own version of what happened on the American network last week, right? Just like another one celebrity-filled audience.
Oh, yeah. Emma Thompson was there. Naomi Campbell was there. Samuel L. Jackson, Emma Watson, Bryan Cranston. I saw Dua Lipa sitting in the crowd.
So the big headline from the show was that she got super emotional or there was nerves involved and she had to restart Easy on Me. So here's that, and then I want to ask you a question about it.
Baby, I was still a child. One more time, I'm myself.
And this is live, by the way.
Yeah.
So I'm going to start the song over. Applause, applause, applause from the crowd. All her celebrity friends are there.
There ain't no gold.
All right,
Yeah,
so
she sounds perfect.
What's your question?
Well, I'm just like, maybe I don't know, because this was taped on the 6th, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's she had.
Oh, I thought this was live.
Wasn't it? Wasn't it? I thought it was taped.
Oh.
What's that? Was it? Are you sure? Okay.
I thought it was live.
Well, I don't know. Find out if it was live, because I thought it was taped. Find that out for me more. Because this is the exact kind of moment. Like Adele is perfect, right?
Mhm.
Like, she's just perfect. And her flaws show up when she's not on stage. You know what I mean? Like,
Sure.
when Adele is sitting around doing interviews and she's talking about this and this and this, is when you sort of get that, like, human version of Adele. And I just thought it was interesting that what's up, Shem?
It was filmed earlier this month.
Yeah, on the
It was taped earlier
6th.
this month.
Yeah, on the 6th. So to leave that in, because they didn't have to leave that in.
No.
Right?
But I think it also humanizes her, I guess.
Yeah. Not
Right?
that she needs humanizing.
No,
my
no,
God.
no.
But
it was like a fun, like it wasn't like a failed moment, right?
No.
Like she stopped down and the
Yes.
crowd was still behind
I
her and they
know, it's
cheered
so
her on
great.
and everything,
Yeah.
right? So they were like just championing her in that moment and that song.
And so what happened with the teacher?
So her celebrity friends, people who were in the audience, were allowed to ask her questions. It was like a Q&A,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So Emma Thompson gets up to the mic and asks her this question.
My question is, when you were younger, was there someone who kind of supported you or inspired you or sort of, protected you from all the trials and tribulations of life and inspired you to sort of go on?
Yeah, I had a teacher at Chestnut Grove who taught me English. That was Miss McDonald.
Did you ever keep in touch? Did you see?
No, she left when I was in year 8. She left when I was in year 8, yeah. But it was just 1 year. But she was like, she got me really into literature. Like, I've always been obsessed with English, and obviously now I write lyrics. But she also did street dance. I was too scared to join. But like in the canteen, they used to do these dances and stuff like that. But yeah, she just, she was so bloody cool, so engaging. And like, she really made us care, and we knew that she cared about us and stuff like that. And it was just, she used to have all these gold bracelets on and gold, like, sig rings. I don't know, she was bloody cool.
Yeah.
And so relatable and likeable that I really look forward to my English lessons.
Yeah, because it's odd, actually, funny.
So obviously Emma Thompson asked that question. It was set up because they knew that Adele was going to give that answer. The camera pans over and her
Right.
teacher is sitting there.
Oh,
A little
really?
further back than
Yeah.
where the TV audience would see, because
Okay.
then Adele would see.
Yeah, I got you.
And Adele then notices that same 8th grade teacher that she's talking about is
Yeah.
sitting there.
Is she here? Is Miss McDonald here? She's here tonight.
And then she invites the teacher to come up to the stage.
Oh my God, I'm so proud of you. I didn't know that you were coming. That's okay, it's supposed to be a surprise. Hi, how are you? Oh, you look exactly the same. You look exactly the same. What, are you still teaching?
No.
What do you do? They just dancing?
No, I'm just looking after my family.
Oh my
just
God.
dancing.
Oh, sorry.
And Adele, like, genuinely looks surprised.
Thank you for remembering me.
Oh my God, no, you really did change my life. Mum, can you believe it? She's over there, she doesn't want to be filmed. Oh, now I've got to get my old face redone. Oh my God, how are you? I haven't seen you since I was like 12. Do you have kids? What are you doing?
Yeah, I've got 2 kids.
You've got
I've got
two kids?
Sky and Hayden.
Hi, guys. Oh.
Just standing on stage, chopping it up.
You're here. Oh my God, well, can I get your number from them or something? So
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, oh, all right, I've got my makeup fixed. Bye, miss.
It was just a big reunion, but that's what happened on Adele's the other special that aired on ITV in celebration of the release of her new album 30.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
What was your take on the Grammy nominations yesterday? Do you have one?
No, not surprising, to be honest with you.
No, huh?
Everything was like pretty much in line with
except
the way
for
music has been.
Hey, More, can you put in the John Batiste song? Because a lot of people were like,
Actually-
well, who in the hell is a John Batiste? Because he's leading with 11 nominations, right?
The one surprising thing was the amount of nominations The Weeknd got after the big controversy.
Well, he didn't.
Between The Weeknd. Well, his name is listed.
No,
because he's a
he
feature.
he didn't submit, though.
No, he didn't submit,
Yeah.
but he's still nominated after the big dealings with the Weeknd versus the Grammys last year.
Well, that's sort of a deceiving headline because the headline was that even though the Weeknd didn't submit, he still gets nominations. He wasn't in charge of that at all.
No,
that
no,
was
no, no.
Kanye, I think it was, right? That
There was a song with, one of the records on Kanye's Donda album.
and they went from 8 nominees to 10 in the main categories. I don't know. You care about that at all?
Nah.
No. Do you care that Tony Bennett was now the oldest person to be nominated? No,
Couldn't name you a song.
Couldn't
But
name a Tony Bennett
congratulations,
song.
sir.
No. But John.
I think he had an album with Gaga, right?
Yeah, that's what it's.
Okay.
But John Batiste is like, everybody's like, what in the hell is a John Batiste? But John Batiste is.
Producer?
No, he's Stephen Colbert's band leader.
What?
On the Stephen Colbert show. You know, they always have a band.
Yeah.
Right? He's that guy. But he released.
He's had music?
Yeah,
as
yeah.
well?
Yeah, like a lot of them too. A lot of them did. Like Conan's band guy, Max Weinberg, right? He was Bruce Springsteen's drummer.
Okay.
So every now and then he would have to go on tour with Bruce Springsteen.
Not a bad gig.
And not a bad gig.
Yeah.
But John Batiste is the guy from the Stephen Colbert show. And I guess people really liked his album. I don't know. But
didn't even know.
There was a fantastic comparison that they were doing between John Batiste and Olivia Rodrigo. Because John Batiste, I think before his nomination, and I think it's probably more now, but leading up to his nomination, I think his total streams were somewhere sitting around 5 million.
Holy.
Where Olivia Rodrigo's driver's license is 1 billion.
Yeah, yeah.
Right?
Even
Like
still.
it's crazy.
The song's called We Are.
We Are? I mean, is that the big one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Full of stars, them shine from afar on days when it's hard.
11 nominations. Wow. And I was thinking about this. When you start looking at record of the year, right? Because it's a stacked category. So also ABBA is in there, which is weird. Freedom by John Batiste is the one for record of the year, which is actually a really great song. And then Peaches.
Who's he competing against?
Oh my God. So it's ABBA, John Batiste, Lady Gaga and Tony Bennett, Justin Bieber, Brandy Carlisle, Doja Cat, Billie Eilish, Lil Nas X for Call Me By Your Name, Leave the Door Open, Silk Sonic. But can anything, and I know it's been a while, right? But can anything compete with, because it's been like the hype has just been out of our lives for like a little while now. Can any of those songs actually compete with Driver's License?
No.
As far as what a song did in such a short period of time.
No.
For an artist, I didn't know who Olivia Rodrigo even was until Driver's License
Sure.
came out.
A lot of people didn't.
And like that song wasn't just a song. Like that song was SNL skits within weeks.
Yeah.
Like that song was like NFL players were like sort of like fake crying listening to it. Like it had that Adele thing.
Is she nominated for Best New Artist as well?
She's nominated all four of the big
All four of the big categories.
Best New Artist, album, record,
this
and single.
is going to be her year, man.
Yeah, but can
For Grammys.
anything what Shem?
I think in record of the year, yes. In song of the year, I think it's a no brainer that record wins. That song wins, I should say. Sorry, because remember, song is about the lyrics.
Right.
Record is about
Okay,
the
so I
performance of the
screwed it
record.
up. Yes. So
Yeah.
song of the year then, right?
100%
Driver's
driver's
license
license,
has to be like there is nothing else.
Give me all the artists again for
Okay.
album of the year.
Okay, so for album of the year, it's
Taylor Swift in there?
John Batiste. This is Taylor's only nomination, which was in album of the year for Evermore.
Evermore?
Yeah, for
Okay,
Evermore. So John Batiste, Tony Bennett and Lady Gaga, Justice by Bieber, Blend Her by Doja Cat, Happier Than Ever, Billie Eilish, which that record did nothing, right? Was that the one?
Yeah, no.
Back on My Mind by Her, Montero, Lil Nas X, Sour, Olivia Rodrigo, Evermore by Taylor, and Donda by Kanye.
No, it'll either be Taylor
Yeah.
or it'll be Olivia Rodrigo. That's going to be the battle.
think so,
For
huh?
album of the year, yeah. And I
Yeah.
think it may lean towards Taylor, Evermore.
Really,
That album
huh?
was huge.
Yeah, I think
That
Lil Nas
album
X might win.
You think
I
so?
think so,
I
too.
think
He's a
album
dark
of the year.
I really
Yo,
do.
That album
I think-
project.
That album shocked me, the Lil Nas X album.
I think Lil Nas X may win. Also, Bieber finally getting, I guess, the love that he wants from the Grammys, because Bieber was always one of those artists where they just never got. He was always pissed off at the Grammys, and then that one year where he said that he released an R&B album and they told him, no, that's a pop album.
Yeah.
Like he's always had this thing with the Grammys, but really this year is the first year I think that Bieber can actually be happy with what he got from the Grammys.
Yeah, see what happens when you turn to God?
Right.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
So apparently the beef between T-Pain and Usher has come to an end.
What was this about now? Auto-tuning?
Yes. So we all know T-Pain, who helped make auto-tune, I guess, repopularize auto-tune when he first came out.
Right.
You may know or remember him from his hit single, I'm Sprung.
Ooh, she got me doing the dishes. Anything she want for some kisses. I pick it for when she gets hungry.
So when T-Pain first came out, it was all auto-tune.
Yeah.
And then he was like everywhere. He started appearing on tracks with like literally everybody because of this sound. Everybody wanted the T-Pain sound, and they got T-Pain on records.
Sounds so terrible.
But here's the thing, though. T-Pain, without autotune, is actually a really, really good singer.
Well, because here's the thing with with autotune, right? Is that autotune only sounds like that when you don't use it right, right? Because everybody uses autotune, you just don't hear it. This is when you're like, it's an overuse of autotune. Like, it doesn't, autotune itself doesn't sound like this. Autotune takes somebody who misses a note and corrects it to where you won't know.
No,
they're
but what he
using
did
it.
was very deliberate.
He's like,
right? Kanye did it. Even Usher did it, like
They all-
later
they all-
in
yeah,
his
it-
career.
it
Pretty much
became a
everybody
sound,
did it,
right?
So on Netflix earlier this year, there was a docuseries called This Is Pop that had an episode with T-Pain, and he told this story. This is where I guess the alleged beef had come from, but he's telling this story about what Usher said to him when they were on the same plane together. Right.
So I got up and went back, and it was like, how's everything going? Quick small talk, no big deal. And he was like, man, I want to tell you something, man. I was like, what's good? I thought he was about to tell me something real. He sounded real concerned. He was like, man, you kind of up music. I didn't understand. Usher was my friend. He was like, nah, man, you really up music for real singers. Literally at that point, I couldn't listen. Is he right? Did I up music? I don't even think I realized this for a long time. That's the very moment that started like a 4-year depression for me.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, because at one point, it all makes sense because at one point in T-Pain's career, he completely went missing.
Right.
And nobody had heard from him. People were like, why is T-Pain not making any music anymore? Why is he not being featured on any artists? Why is he not reaching out to other people to collaborate? Because he was like heavy into music.
Why didn't he just stop using the auto-tune trick?
Well, at one point, he started to prove that he could actually sing.
Yeah.
He didn't have the auto-tune effect.
And nobody wanted it?
But still, he was so much in his own mind that it messed everything up.
Right.
And then he was talking to a radio show in New York, Angie Martinez, who's the host of the show, talking about how he eventually reached out to Usher to clear everything up. And here's what he said.
Usher recently said that you guys have spoken and have cleaned that up. Is that a lie? Please don't tell me that's a lie.
I hit him.
Okay, well, you spoke then.
No, I texted him, and I was like, yo, I know you saw what happened. I know you saw the interview because I told his A&R about the interview years ago because he was asking me to work with Usher, and I was like, hey, I don't know if you know, but there's about to be this interview that's coming out. I don't think me and Usher are going to be friends after this. So I hit Usher after the interview came out, and I was like, yo, I'm sure you saw what's going on. Boom, boom, boom. That was the truth. That's what happened. You definitely said that. I remember that whole day. I got other people that was with me on the plane that noticed it. And then all he texted me back was, let's not text, let's talk. And I was like, cool, hit me up. Never heard from him. He never got me. I feel like I initiated the contact.
This makes me so sad. He said, "Come on, Usher."
But then I saw a statement come out like, "Yo, we wrapped it up."
good.
Like, no, we didn't finish.
I'm gonna guess what happened. I'm
Usher
gonna
has-
guess what happened.
Usher has one side of the story where
Mm-hmm.
they were cool. T-Pain has the other side where he reached out and didn't hear back, and they weren't cool up until a couple of days ago. Dave Chappelle's show in Atlanta.
Mm-hmm.
T-Pain also in Atlanta. Usher also in Atlanta. T-Pain
Mm-hmm.
is on stage during like an after party type celebration, doing his thing. Brings Usher up on stage and says this.
The energy we put out in this world affects everybody else in this world, and I love you, bro. I'm telling you. We ain't going through that, bro. We ain't going through a goddamn thing. It's all love. In the time that we're divided the most, we need to be together the most, for sure. I love you, bro. I'm not gonna love you, bro. Trust me. My dog.
So it's a little hard to hear
Yeah, what are you
as the
saying?
crowd is chanting, but T-Pain is on the mic and he's saying, I love you, bro. I'm telling you, we ain't going through nothing. We ain't going through a goddamn thing. It's all love in a time when we're divided the most. We need to be together the most. I love you, bro. I'm never gonna not love you, bro. Trust me.
Okay.
And then they embrace and they hug and everything's cool now.
See, I think that this is just like I think T-Pain felt that Usher owed him an apology, and Usher felt that T-Pain owed him an apology. And when T-Pain reached out to Usher, Usher was like, "Okay, apology accepted." And that's when he was like, "Yeah, we're cool now."
Yeah.
Right?
And that's the
100%.
end of
Yes.
that.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
I got half the Christmas tree up last night.
Only half?
Half. Well,
Why?
Okay, so
Which half?
No. I shouldn't say half the Christmas tree up last night. Like the whole tree is up.
Yeah.
So I have one of these trees that like I bought pre-lit a few years ago, and then one sort of part of it wasn't lighting up, and then I started supplementing my tree with like stringing lights around it.
I
Right?
had to do the same thing.
But
Did you
then,
check like to see if a fuse was?
bro, I'm not doing that. There's 1,000 lights on this thing. I'm not sitting around going through each and every one of them, right? So I started.
All right, we get it. You're busy.
I started supplementing with other lights.
Okay.
But they were slightly different. The tone was a little different. The whites weren't the same, and it bothered me, right? So I go online and I'm like, okay, I'm not even going to use the lights on the tree. I'm just going to buy other lights. So tell Roxy, hey, listen, when you get home from school, we're going to do the Christmas tree. It's going to be awesome. Put some music on, make some food, do the whole deal.
Perfect.
So I go downstairs, I get the whole tree, right? I put it up. It's huge. Like my tree's like 9 feet tall, right?
Wow.
Like it's big. And then so I order lights off Amazon. Lights come, open up the lights, and I think 66 feet is plenty lights to do a Christmas tree.
Sure.
Not when you're wrapping it around.
Well, you don't go all the way around. You sort of go to the back, and then you double back, and you double back,
Sure.
and you double back. I use 66 feet of lights, I swear to God, on the first 2.5 feet of the bottom.
How wide is your tree?
Like,
If it's 9 feet high,
it's like 5 feet wide.
jeez,
Something
yeah,
like
your
that?
math is off.
Yeah, my math was off. So now I have a tree that's sitting there with no decorations on it. And the bottom branches are lit up beautifully, I might add.
Yeah.
And no decorations on it.
Did you end up going back to Amazon and ordering more?
Yeah, so I got more. I got more lights coming
Just
today.
drive to Canadian Tire on the way home.
No, man. Listen, I ain't got time for that.
Bro, I spent so much money
I
at
wish I
Canadian Tire this
did.
year
Did you?
on getting new lights.
Yeah, like for the house or for the tree?
Both.
Both.
No, just for the house, just for
Yeah?
outside. Yeah.
Really?
I
huh?
have so many lights.
Do you?
In the front and in the back of the house.
Oh, nice. Good
In
for
the backyard,
you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I ended up buying my Christmas light story this year was the absolute worst because I had already put up the lights that we had for years.
Right.
The front of the house was decorated beautifully, right?
Yeah.
Got up on the
Do you
ladder.
take them down or no?
I do,
You just-
yeah.
You do, huh? Wow.
In
good for
January,
you.
yeah. But I went and I put them up and I was like, first of all, Cruz was like,
Meh. Yeah.
like a little bit more fun. And
Yeah.
then Jenna was like, yeah, a little bit more fun.
Yeah.
And then we saw
He didn't
these-
like the job you did?
No, it's not it was just like your basic kind of warm
Oh, he's
white.
like, Dad, that's a basic band. Kind of like, wow.
So I'm like, listen, son.
Wow.
He wants like twinkly little colorful.
You're right.
lights.
Like,
Yeah.
Daddy ain't no basic bitch.
Right.
You're not growing up in a basic bitch house.
Okay, so you did what? You like
So I ended up getting those lights that you can control with your phone. You plug it into your router and everything, right?
Wow.
So I get up on the ladder, take
Yeah.
all the lights down.
Oh my God.
Put the new lights up.
Yeah.
I had to pair all the lights, first of all, to this app inside my house.
Okay.
I plugged each one in.
Yeah.
Put them all up,
Gotcha.
right? Up on the ladder,
I hear
up on
you.
the roof of my house.
I hear you.
Put all the lights up.
Yeah.
Jenna strung all the lights along the, like in the bushes in the front of the house.
Okay.
Right?
Hit him. Yeah.
Turned them on.
Yeah.
They turn on. Try to control them from my phone. They
Yeah.
wouldn't work.
Oh my God.
I took some of them down, took them back into the house,
No, you
repaired them.
No, you
they
didn't.
work fine.
You have to repair them and then
yeah.
put them back up?
Put them back outside. Still didn't
No,
work.
no, thank
Got
you.
frustrated.
No,
took them
thank you.
all down. Returned all of them to Canadian Tire.
Yeah.
Bought colorful lights.
No.
That you have to
No,
plug
thank you.
in.
No, thank you.
Got back up on the ladder.
No.
This was a project that took 3.5 days.
No.
Timer. I bought like so
No.
many timers.
No.
I
Well,
probably
now
spent,
you have to just leave them up year round.
I'm giving the kid up for adoption
that
at
was
that point.
3.5 days, but now
Yeah.
I am so happy. The house looks great.
Yeah.
House looks great.
I'm sure it does.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, you're a great dad, man. You really are. You think I'm taking lights down and bringing them in the house to repair them? No. I'm not even, at that point, I'm not even bringing them back to Canadian Tire. They're going in the garbage.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Hey, Mocha.
You were like a second, a couple of letters away from saying nyai.
Nyai. Nyai. What does that mean? What does that mean, yai? What does that mean? Did I just speak Guyanese? Did I? Did I?
No.
I did?
No, you spoke Toronto man.
Oh.
And that
You're
was
a
fantastic.
Real Toronto man.
Nyai. One more time.
Nyai.
Yeah. All right. That's stupid. It's dumb. Hey, Mocha.
Nyai.
You ready?
Nyai.
Let's do the news, hey.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
News break.
So Kim Kardashian and Pete Davidson are officially a couple.
Well, duh. No guff. Of
I saw
course, we all
pictures of
knew
them
that.
yesterday. She was out with no makeup on. When's the last time you saw Kim Kardashian out in the world with no makeup on?
Hold on.
Bro. Yeah, not a stitch.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I know sometimes people go, makeup free, but really it's like a 3-hour process to look makeup free.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, she was like they were just out. Like she's completely adapted, wearing track pants and like, yeah.
She's on his level now.
Yes.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah,
Good for
and
them,
you
I guess.
realize seeing the two of them together, because Pete Davidson's tall, right?
Yeah.
You realize, and I forgot about this, because years ago I interviewed Kim Kardashian. And
Was she nice?
Yeah, she was lovely. Lovely. But the thing that you realize when you actually meet Kim Kardashian or see her in person is just how small she is.
Really?
Because in pictures, it's all like hips and ace and everything. Else, and she
Sure.
looks like larger than life. But in reality, she's a tiny person, right? Like a tiny person. It was the same thing. Remember years ago, Carmen Electra?
Oh,
Right?
yeah.
Carmen Electra, you see Carmen Electra in pictures because her proportions were that of a model. She had long legs for a little
Sure.
person, but you see Carmen Electra,
Tiny
and
girl.
she looks like she's in grade 7.
Yeah.
Like she's really, really, really tiny. So insiders tell, what is it, Maureen?
I was going to say, for perspective, I took a picture with Kim Kardashian when she was almost the same height as me.
In shoes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So here's somebody on the inside. They tell E! News that they are really happy and seeing where it goes. Pete has told her he doesn't want to see anyone else, and she's telling some people they aren't super serious, but she isn't seeing anyone else either. She's trying to not make a big deal about it, but she is super into him. They added that Kim is smitten, and it's very exciting for her. He makes her laugh the entire time they're together, and she is completely enthralled by him, quote unquote.
Okay, then.
So there you go. I like that news.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Madonna's former mansion in Miami, this was on that same strip in Miami where Sylvester Stallone used to live. So big, giant houses, right? Her former place in Miami is for sale for $32 million by a dog.
Sorry, repeat that again?
Madonna's former Miami mansion is on the market currently for $32 million. The current owner is a dog.
Okay, that's what I thought you said. So also what?
Okay, so there was a German countess named Carlotta Lieberstein who died in 1992.
Okay.
And she left her $80 million plus inheritance to her German shepherd named Gunther III.
Oh, no.
Since then,
Yeah.
Gunther has enjoyed the life of a multimillionaire, and he's got a very diverse portfolio, apparently, of luxury real estate holdings, including Madonna's former mansion in Miami.
Oh, stop it.
So it's a 8,400 square feet Tuscan-style mansion, and Gunther's primary residence, of course, is in Tuscany, but when he's in America, he stays at his mansion in Miami in the master bedroom where he sleeps on a custom-made red velvet round dog bed.
Yeah. I got 2 dogs at home.
Yeah.
I love dogs. I love animals.
Yeah.
I hate that dog.
Yeah. Okay. Gunther III comes from a lineage of these German shepherds that have been going back 40 years. So
Like
I guess-
millionaire German shepherds?
Millionaire German shepherds. His handlers, so the people who are in charge of taking care of this millionaire dog,
Yeah.
they are in charge of investing for the dog in real estate holdings, publishing, sports teams, and nightlife.
Sounds like they got a rough life.
Gunther III is worth $500 million. $500 million. What does he have, Mocha?
A very rough life.
Very rough life. He's considered the world's wealthiest dog. Gunther lives better than most humans, traveling by yacht when he's on the water, private jet when he needs to go intercontinental. He dines on prime rib, caviar, and has a wild collection of sports cars.
I don't know. Some of this sounds like a real tall tale.
And quickly before we go, stupid dog, suck it.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
So there is now a lawsuit against Travis Scott, Drake, Live Nation, and Apple.
Yikes.
For $2 billion on behalf of 282 plaintiffs.
Wait, what? How much?
$2 billion.
Boy.
The lawsuit says that the organizers all stood to make an exorbitant amount of money off Astroworld, and yet they still chose to cut corners, costs, and put attendees at risk. By asking for $2 billion in damages, the plaintiffs intend to, quote, send the message to all performers, event organizers, and promoters that what happened at Astroworld cannot happen again. Now, everybody's like, why is Apple being named? So according to Rolling Stone, Apple getting named here is a relatively new wrinkle to all of this. They go on to say, with this suit accusing the company, meaning Apple, of compromising concert-goer safety through its, quote, multi-million-dollar purchase, promotion, and implementation of its exclusivity online streaming rights. So they were the streamers. Okay.
To the event.
So they say of Astroworld. So the suit accuses Apple's cameras, camera stands, and the metal barriers surrounding them of limiting the means of exit for a lot of people by splitting the venue both horizontally and vertically. So they're accusing Apple of the ones who planned out where the barriers were to protect their cameras, which then made sure that people weren't able to exit safely throughout the venue because the production equipment took precedent over people's safety, is what they're saying. So that's why
$2 billion.
So that's why Apple, because you started to hear Apple being named early on, and you were like, why is Apple getting dragged into this?
Yeah.
But that's the reason why, is because they had the streaming rights for it. And so that video where you see that woman up on the camera stand begging the cameraman to stop, that was, I'm assuming, somebody shooting for the streaming, which was somebody hired by Apple, apparently. So that's why Apple's involved in this. So yeah, so it's
getting worse and worse for Travis
latest
Scott,
is 282 people, $2 billion in damages is what they're looking for. That is incredible.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
What was going on with Coldplay and BTS? Was the sound off? Like, was it weird to anybody else? Because I listened to it and it just seemed, because I don't mind that track and I thought the collaboration was great. And Coldplay's always awesome and people love BTS. But I listened to it and it sounds like something went wrong. Am I?
It sounds like.
Listen. Like Chris Martin sounds off?
It sounds like their microphones weren't loud enough.
Listen, though. Everybody sounds a little off.
They're not singing to. I think like their full potential, like
I don't
as
know
loud
what it is. It's
or
weird.
as enthusiastic.
I don't know. I don't know what it is. When have you ever heard Chris Martin not be like perfect?
Yeah.
In listening to this, it kind of sounds. Yeah, I agree.
It sounds like their
mics sound
monitors
off,
weren't working.
but also they're clearly singing to the backing track in the chorus, and they
Yes.
sound better there.
Of course they do.
But the rest of the song is very like
it's meh, right? Okay, thank you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Taylor Swift winning favorite pop album for Evermore. This is Taylor accepting her award.
Thank you so much to the fans. This is such an amazing honor. The fact that you would do this for Evermore. I've always been so proud of this album. I've always looked at Evermore as sort of folklore's adventurous, fun younger sister. So thank you so much for doing this. Also, just wanted to say to the fans, thank you for all the amazing support that you have thrown my way with Red, my version. It's been so much fun. I'm so lucky to be in your life and to get to have you in mine. Have a great night. Love you guys.
Oh, she didn't shout out Jake Gyllenhaal, huh?
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
ABC is doing another round of live in front of a studio audience specials.
What's that again?
December 7th, where I guess they redo like old sitcoms. Because when you used to watch an old sitcom, it would always be like the Roz and Mocha Show is taped in front of a live studio audience.
Yeah.
Right? Like, so they're going on that sort of gimmick of live in front of a studio audience.
Okay.
And they're doing different strokes.
Okay.
Is this 100% legit, Maury? Like 100% vetted? Like ABC said, yes, this is what they're doing.
Wait, is this like in front, like, sorry, full set and everything?
Yeah,
like recreating all the sets?
Yeah.
They did the same thing with All in the Family.
Right.
And they recreated the actual set.
Right. And then it was just taped in front of a live
Yeah,
studio audience.
yeah.
Okay. So here's what they're doing. They're doing different strokes and the spin-off from a different strokes, The Facts of Life.
All in the same night?
No, I don't know if it's all in the same night, but this is their plan.
Okay.
So the cast of different strokes is Damon Wayans is going to be Willis.
Okay.
The older brother.
Yeah.
John Lithgow is going to be Mr. Drummond.
Oh, sick, yeah.
And apparently Kevin Hart is going to be Arnold Drummond.
Oh, stop it, guys. Why? Because he's so short?
I guess.
No, I wasn't ready.
I guess. But also, Arnold was like 12 in that show. Like, Kevin Hart's grown.
Is he going to have the beard and everything?
I think so. I don't know. But anyway, yeah. So that's apparently
Are they
what's
going to have to, like,
go on in for the...
like, for all of Kev's kind of moments on the show? Because I don't know what the height difference would be between him and, like, Mr. Drummond or Willis.
John Lithgow's very tall, and
Is he?
so is
Damon Wayans?
So is Damon Wayans.
Because I didn't know if they would have to, like, for the scenes that Kevin Hart's in, if they have to, like, dig, like, a little bit of a ditch, and then he stands in the ditch.
But they may have to do that. Like
Appear
everybody,
shorter?
like everybody who acts beside Tom Cruise, right? They got to walk in a ditch.
I thought I heard that
Yeah,
before.
yeah.
Right? To make him look
Also,
taller?
he wears lifts and everything else, and all the.
I think you
know
told
what
me
I mean?
that.
Yeah, they all do. They all do. They're all on steroids, and they're all walking in ditches and wearing lifts. That's the reality of Hollywood. Okay, you want to know what Hollywood is? Hollywood is steroids, lifts, and ditches. Okay, boom. I blew it for you. I apologize.
Even lift, bro.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
How did Simu do on SNL over the weekend? Simu Liu.
Oh,
Shang-Chi. Was he great, more?
He was really
Was
good.
he? Yeah, yeah. I caught some of his monologue the next day. The Spider-Man story was really great that he told.
10 years ago, I actually had a job dressing up as Spider-Man for kids' birthday parties, which meant parents would pay me to entertain their kids while they were day drinking. I'll never forget this one birthday boy. His name was Trevor, and look, I don't want to say anything bad about him, but let's just say he was a real Trevor. Kept kicking my shins and screaming, "You're not Spider-Man! You're not Spider-Man!" And look, I don't know if you've ever been kicked by a 7-year-old while wearing a $30 Walmart Spider-Man suit, but it will break you. It will break your spirit. But it also lit a fire under me. And I don't know where he is now, but Trevor, if you're watching, I just want to say, you were right. I'm not Spider-Man. I'm Shang-Chi, bitch!
In your face, Trevor.
Poor kid's probably like 17 right now or
I
something like that. Oh, man. What an honor, though.
I totally didn't know I did that.
What an honor. What an honor that would be.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Britney Spears comes out of the conservatorship, and one of the first things she does is reignite a feud with Christina Aguilera.
Damn.
I love it so much. So,
what happened?
People are now being asked who have commented in the past about Britney or who have been tied to the sort of Britney story or who have lent help in any way that they could. And so last week, if you remember, Lady Gaga was on the red carpet for House of Gucci. And they asked Gaga, who has come out publicly in support of Britney and the Free Britney movement multiple times. And although it was a movie premiere, everything else, they asked Gaga, and she said this.
The way that she was treated in this business was really wrong. And the way that women are treated in the music industry is something that I wish would change. I think that she will forever be an inspiration to women.
And off the top of that, Gaga was a little hesitant at first to answer the question, and then she did. And so Christina Aguilera was on the carpet on Thursday night last week, but it's only coming out now, really, all of this stuff, at the Latin Grammys, and she's doing the press line. And you're going to hear somebody bring up Britney in the conservatorship, and then you're going to hear Christina Aguilera's publicist jump in. So listen to this.
Thank you all so much. We're gonna go Brittany, have you had any communication? Have you guys had any communication? No, we're not doing that tonight. I'm sorry. Thank you. Bye.
But I'm happy for her.
So, and what you see though is Christina Aguilera looking at the reporter, and then the reporter goes, also Britney, and then you see Christina look at her publicist. And then look back at the camera, and then she doesn't do anything except, you know, when you sort of do that frown face, like, oh, I'm sorry. That's what Christina did. So she did that, like, frowny face.
Yeah.
And then the publicist was like, no, sorry, we're not doing that tonight, and then drags her away.
Or
and then
ever.
as she's like walking away, but I'm happy for her. Like that, like made it seem like the publicist, but she was like, "Publicist, jump in, do your job,
yeah.
do your job." I'm not talking about that. And
what, Britney went off?
So Britney posted the video.
Really?
Yeah, and she goes, I love and adore everyone who supported me, but refusing to speak when you know the truth is equivalent to a lie. 13 years of being in a corrupt, abusive system, yet why is it such a hard topic for people to talk about? I'm the one who went through it. All the supporters who spoke up and supported me, thank you. Yes, I do matter. And Britney firing up the machine with Christina Aguilera again, because, you know, Listen, the media put those two together.
Of course they
as
did.
far as that feud goes. It was completely manufactured by the media. This wasn't a thing where they actually, I don't think, really hated each other.
No, because they both came out at the same time.
But I really do believe that Britney does not like Christina Aguilera right now, which is kind of awesome.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Dwayne Johnson said that he wants to be the next James Bond. Didn't Ryan Reynolds just say last week that he wanted to be James Bond too? He said, I would like to follow in the footsteps and be the next James Bond, said Dwayne Johnson. Again, too old. You're 49, man. Bond is like something you do for 10, 12 years of your life.
I can't see The Rock in that role.
No. Dwayne's grandfather, Peter Maivia, was actually a Bond villain in 1967's You Only Live Twice.
Really?
So I didn't know that.
The
I
great
didn't know that.
Great chief, Peter Maivia.
Dwayne Johnson says, I don't want to be a villain. You got to be Bond. So I guess maybe he wants to be James Bond.
No, that's not going to happen.
It's not going to happen, right?
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Let's start with the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame induction ceremony over the weekend. What was Dave Chappelle doing there?
Oh, he was introducing Jay-Z.
Inducting Jay-Z. Right,
inducting Jay-Z.
Gotcha.
And backstage, I saw Jay-Z, and a photographer came up and said, guys, can we get a picture? It was him and his wife, Beyonce. And we all right, guys, relax, would you? And we all grouped together for a picture, me, Jay, and Beyonce. And I stood between them, and I put my arms around him, and Jay grabbed me and moved me to the side and grabbed his wife by the hand and said, "The rose between the thorns." And as they're taking a picture, Jay says to me, "You must have a lot of pressure on you to say funny shit all the time." And I looked at Jay and I said, "Well, you must have a lot of pressure on you to say cool shit all the time."
Oh my God.
And Jay looked at me and said, "It ain't no pressure, I just do it." And I looked at Jay and said, "My God, man, you just did it again."
Yo, congratulations, Jay-Z.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
So let me ask you this, okay? If you were in the market to hire a hitman, okay, would you go to rentahitman.com?
No, that sounds fake.
Thank you. So there's a woman named Wendy Klein.
Maybe .org.
There was a woman named Wendy Klein who was in the market for a hitman to whack her ex-husband. She didn't want to do the job herself, and she didn't know anyone she trusted. So she did what anybody else does, and you go online and you Google. And she found rentahitman.com. Now, the website promised to promise confidentiality. It also boasted of industry awards. It showed off testimonials of satisfied customers, including one from a woman named Laura S., who said, quote, "Caught my husband cheating with the babysitter." The website bragged about complying with HIPAA, which they call the Hitman Information and Privacy and Protection Act of 1964. And then they also go on to give fees and everything else. So the problem is that Rent a Hitman is not like it's a fake website. They claim that it's run by somebody named Guido Finelli.
Yeah.
But it's not. It's run by a guy named Bob Innes, who's 54 years old, lives in Northern California, and he forwards any serious inquiries he gets to law enforcement. And he launched the site 16 years ago as part of an internet security business that never went anywhere. Instead, it just sits there right now as a honeypot for people who are looking to hire professional killers. So,
are you on the website?
No. So
I'm on it right now.
So Wendy went up and filled out all the paperwork. You have to give your home address. Also, they want to know who you want to whack, right? And so you have to fill that
first
in.
and last name?
Yes.
Uh-huh.
And so then this guy just
Wendy.
forwards all of the inquiries to police. Now, what did you discover on the website?
It says here, your point-and-click solution since 1920.
Okay.
Sounds
Right.
official.
Okay.
Rent a Hitman is your point-and-click solution. Click the button below for your free consultation. Your privacy is important to us.
So you got to think that people like Wendy are just colossal idiots, right? And who goes looking for a hitman and they go to rentahitman.com. So let me read you this here.
Okay.
About 650 to 700 people have contacted him since he first registered the website in 2005,
Wow.
including 400 who, like Wendy, filled out the service request form, which requires users to give their full names, email addresses, phone numbers, and their target.
Come on, Wendy.
400 people have filled that out looking for a hitman.
On this website, Guido also has field operative gear available now. Support the cause by grabbing your very own Rent a Hitman field operative gear, hats, shirts, mugs, stickers, stationery, and more. Proceeds will enable us to continue to provide top-notch service to our discerning clients. Thank you for your continued support, Guido.
Okay, people are dumb, right? People are just idiots.
It's a beautiful website, by the way.
Is it? Is it done well?
Yeah, it's done really well.
Yeah?
Yes.
But come on now. You go on rentahitman.com thinking you're going to rent a hitman? And then you're like,
bro.
What? Oh, yeah. So they busted this one, by the way. She's going to prison.
Of course. Yeah.
Just so you know, that's what happens.
Just in case anyone's wondering,
Yeah.
they have group and senior discounts available.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
You want to start with Dancing with the Stars? Seems fresh. So last night was the finale. new Mirrorball Trophy winners. So when it was all said and done, it was down to the pairings of Jojo Siwa and her partner, as well as Iman Shumpert and his partner, NBA player, making it to the final two. It's a
Jojo
rare
and
thing.
Jenna, Iman and Daniela. One of these two couples is about to win it all. After 10 weeks of intense competition, it's time for the final result. And just so you know, either of these winners will be making history tonight. As a first, the winners and new champions of Dancing with the Stars are
Roz and Mocha.
Oh my God, Iman and Daniela!
So there you have it. And, geez, I don't know.
Oh, you don't like the result?
Well,
is it because you called JoJo from the beginning? And
well, no, it is because I called JoJo from the beginning for sure. But I also I don't like when somebody goes through an entire competition and they slay. Not only do they slay in the choreography, not only do they slay on the scoreboard, but they're consistently the best couple with the best scores, and they are number one in every sort of category.
Are you talking about my guy Cody Rigsby?
No, I'm talking about JoJo Siwa, you dingbat. And they don't win, right? And then Dancing with the Stars, they sort of lean on this notion that if somebody unexpected wins, they always say, well, because they showed the most improvement, right? They sort of grew the most, but they still weren't the best. Now, I will say this, that Iman and his partner had the best choreography. I think that she's the best choreographer on the show. And for a big guy, look, take it from me, big guys don't move like that. Big guys always look a little awkward when they're dancing, and he looked fluid and he looked awesome and was nailing everything. But
so there you go. You just proved why you won.
No, but JoJo should have won. JoJo should have
Just gave
won.
the guy points on everything.
No, but not points, but not more points than I would give to JoJo, right?
Okay.
So anyway, so here is what's the matter with you? Why are you looking at me like that?
No, I'm just
Like you're looking at me like I care too much.
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
that, yeah.
Yeah.
And also for
Yeah.
somebody who is disappointed in the
Says,
results.
yes,
Right?
right.
You gave like some pretty hardcore facts as to why
Well, I'm not
the winner's
saying,
the winner.
No, I'm not saying he shouldn't come number two, right? But he wasn't the best. Anyway, here's Damn It Maury with JoJo Siwa and Jenna Johnson.
Who's also wasn't the best because she came in number two.
Well, no, they were, though.
Jojo Maury from the Roz and Mocha Show, congratulations. Is second place still a win for you?
Out of 15 incredible couples who are all talented in their own way, we got second. I will take it. We were right there. We made it to the finals. We were even in the 15, and it was an honor since day one.
And I've got to ask you, you got to be a little bit disappointed, right?
Oh, man.
Honestly,
Dog.
Yes.
There's Jenna.
Here's the thing. I'll be the honest one for us. Nobody likes to lose. Nobody does. I would much rather get second than have gone home a week earlier. I am very grateful for the things that I've won throughout being here. I've been making a joke now all night that since we're dressed like mirror balls, this is my personal mirror ball that I'm gonna take home. But it's been such a good time. So of course, no one's gonna be like, yeah, I got second, woohoo! But we got second. It's awesome.
Listen, she should still be proud.
Yeah.
Right? Congratulations.
And I will say that I have become a huge fan of JoJo Siwa. I didn't know what a JoJo Siwa was. I knew the kids liked her. I knew that she was like a YouTuber and all this stuff. I had no idea what the hell a JoJo Siwa was. In the last, I would say, 6 months, since really when she came out and how she handled that, and then Dancing with the Stars and everything else, I become a massive fan of JoJo Siwa. I think the girl is just dynamite.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
So I got to get into this Chris Pratt Mario controversy. So over there, Mocha, you have the classic Mario from the video game, and then I gave you a clip of Super Mario from the Mario. What the hell was this show called? It had a real weirdo name. Oh, Super Mario Brothers Super Show.
It's me, Mario.
Okay, so that's the Mario that we all know, right? It's me, Mario, with the Italian accent, correct?
Yeah.
It's me, Mario. And because I don't know a lot of Mario, I played Luigi's Mansion with Roxy, Luigi's Haunted Mansion, which is the best game ever. And Luigi, the only thing he ever says is, "Oh yeah."
That's it?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Whenever he does something cool.
Oh.
Right?
He doesn't say, like, it's me, Luigi?
No, he just goes, "Oh yeah."
It's me, Mario.
So we know that. And then so I want you to play the clip now, and this is old, man. So this was a clip from Super Mario Brothers. Now, the reason why I want to play this, okay, is because when it was announced that they're doing a Super Mario movie and Chris Pratt was cast to play Mario, people were saying, first of all, they did not like that. But they were wondering whether Chris Pratt was going to do an Italian accent, okay? Because I guess they don't want Chris Pratt to do an Italian accent. So here is how the Mario was voiced in Super Mario Brothers Super Show. So you're going to hear Princess Peach and Mario.
Don't worry, Princess. Luigi and Neo climbed that mountain before you could say spaghetti and meatballs.
Okay. So that was from the show.
Oh, okay.
So do you hear an Italian accent there?
No, he
I
sounds
do
like
not.
like he's from Brooklyn.
Okay, play it again.
Don't worry, Princess. Luigi and Neo climbed that mountain before you could say spaghetti and meatballs.
Right?
Before you could say spaghetti and meatballs.
Yeah, he sounds like Brooklyn.
Right. So, but a lot of people don't want Chris Pratt to do the Italian accent.
Because
And
they
so,
think he's going to do this?
It's me, Mario.
I don't know. Like, you can't play Italian now? Right?
So what are they going to do?
Like
It's just Chris Pratt voice?
I understand when you are from the gay community, trans community, whatever. Obviously you don't want somebody white playing a different race, but like white people can't play white people. Like they don't want Chris Pratt to do an Italian accent. It's kind of wild to me. So anyway, they're doing without it. So this is Chris Meladandri, who's the producer of the new Super Mario Brothers.
As an Italian American myself, I understand the comments. Charlie Day, who's playing Luigi, actually comes from an Italian heritage.
Oh, he does?
Yeah, so that's our knowledge.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
How much are you going to have them, like, lean into the, it's me, it's Mario, like, lean into the Italianness?
It's, we cover it in the movie, so you'll see that we definitely nod to that, but that's not the tenor of the performance throughout the film. All I can tell you is the voice that he's doing for us and Mario is phenomenal. I can't wait for people to hear it.
But isn't it more offensive to like make Mario less Italian?
Like to Americanize him?
Right?
Or Westernize him, I guess?
Yeah, like to me, I would be more offended that they screwed with Mario. Like if he doesn't say, it's me, it's Mario.
But then are we going to have a whole Lady Gaga thing again where people are going to make fun of how bad
But
the
Lady
accent
Gaga is Italian, though. That's the
Sure, but
difference.
they didn't like the accent
It doesn't
she
matter. She is Italian. The problem they have with Chris Pratt is that he's not Italian.
And the other side of it is if he doesn't do the Italian accent, are people going to make fun of the fact that he didn't do it?
No, not make fun of.
No.
I think it's a no-win situation.
Exactly.
You
Right.
do the accent, you get killed for it. You don't do the accent, you get killed because you didn't do the accent.
Yeah, anyway.
What do you want?
I don't want anything more. I want nothing.
It's me, Mario.
I want the Luigi standalone movie is what I want. Bypass Mario altogether.
It's me, Luigi.
Oh, yeah. No, Luigi's the true star of that franchise, if you ask me.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Jennifer Lawrence reacting to being paid less than Leonardo DiCaprio for Don't Look Up.
Oh, I cannot wait for that movie on Netflix.
So she gets top billing in the film, which she said that Leonardo DiCaprio was very gracious with. So Leonardo DiCaprio made, what do you think DiCaprio made for that Netflix movie?
Like $2 million.
$2 million. What do you think Jennifer Lawrence made for that movie? She made less than DiCaprio, remember?
1.5.
1.5. So Leonardo DiCaprio made $30 million.
Holy cow.
Jennifer Lawrence made $25 million. So she says, talking about the pay disparity, she says, yeah, I saw that too, talking to Vanity Fair. She goes, look, Leo brings in more box office than I do. I am extremely fortunate and happy with my deal.
So who's the bigger star?
Well, no, it's not necessarily. It's just very difficult to complain about, like, and she, listen, should they be paid equal? I mean, sure. Like, why not, right? But if there's a reason for it, there's a reason for it. We just don't know. Who knows? But you're treading in real, like, sort of murky waters when you make 25 mil for a movie and somebody makes 30, and then you start complaining that you didn't make 30, but you made 25. Like,
Still made 25.
it's a real tough thing to talk about. And I'm not saying she doesn't have a leg to stand on. I'm not saying there isn't an argument to be made. I'm just saying that publicly, it's a very difficult argument to have, even to let your opinion be known, because people come at you, right? They'll come at you like you're doing an Italian accent poorly.
Oh, man.
And now it's time for Ask Roz and Mocha.
Everybody in the room ready to answer some questions. All right, let's go to the phones first. Hello, Natalia. How are you? Welcome to the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Hi, thank you. How are you guys?
Good. What is your question?
The question is, what is something that you 100% do better than your partner but could never tell them?
What's your answer?
I've been thinking about this one just because my boyfriend's very good at a lot of things, but the things that he's not good at, he will 100% admit to. The one thing I was thinking was he's a huge car guy, but he doesn't drive around much anymore. So I think I could argue that I'm a better driver than he is nowadays.
That would hurt, huh? If you told him that, do you think he'd be hurt by that?
I think he would. I used to be a huge rage driver. I would tailgate and do all the wrong things.
Yeah.
I've calmed down. I've become much better now, and I think I could take him.
Oof, interesting.
Roz?
Interesting. I'm sort of like you. Like, the stuff that I'm not good at, Catherine knows full well, and vice versa. Like, I am a way better cook than Catherine is, but she doesn't like to cook. Like, this is what it's like in my house, okay? Is Catherine will go to the kitchen, and she's like, I'll watch her go to the pantry, and she'll get a rice cake. And then I'll watch her stand there in the kitchen, and then she'll, like, cut an avocado in half and take out the avocado. And then she'll put a frying pan on the stove, and she'll throw 3 pieces of bacon in it. That's her thing, right? Little rice cake, little avocado, little bacon. That's the thing. Turns the pan on, puts the bacon in. Then she goes into the office for a second. And then I just hear, like, the bath running.
With the bacon still on
the bacon is fully just sitting there, like, cooking and, like, at the wrong temperature, in the wrong pan.
Like, she forgot?
All that stuff. Yeah, she just, like, she has other stuff to do. And then so what winds up happening is then I get up because I'm like, she's not coming back. I get up and I finish her bacon. I take the bacon out of the pan. I put on a paper towel, everything else. And then I holler, like, she's in the tub at this point. And I go, hey, babes, your bacon's done. And she'll just go, oh, yeah, thanks. Totally forgot.
I'm guessing this happens often.
All the time.
Gonna burn the place down.
All the time, right? When she cooks rice, and don't get me wrong, I love her, right? She's fantastic at a lot of things. She would never say that she's a good cook. Somebody told her that the best way to cook rice, okay, like when you cook rice, you put the right amount of rice in the right amount of water in, bring it to a boil, let it sit there, and then cover it, throw it on low to medium heat on a different burner, and for the right amount of time, water evaporates. It's all good and fine.
Fluffy. Nice.
Somebody told Catherine the trick to cooking the perfect rice is to put the rice in the water in a pot, uncovered, turn it on high, leave it on high until all the water's gone.
The water won't be gone.
Okay.
And also your rice burns.
Your rice burns. So Catherine makes rice, but stuck to the bottom of the pot is 1.5 inches of rice that I need a machete to remove. Right. But we both have those things, right? Like, we're open with each other. Like, Catherine doesn't like to cook. It's not her thing. She's never claimed to be good at it. And with me, like, I would say Catherine is way better at parking a car than I am, just because she's been doing it for forever. I would say I'm a better painter, like a wall painter, because Catherine, again, it's not that she's not good at things, she just doesn't care, right? Like, Catherine doesn't care about the edge of a ceiling when she's painting a wall.
Oh, no.
Right? She just doesn't care because it doesn't bother her, right? Doesn't bother her at all.
That would bug me.
She'll just be like, whoops, right? And then just goes on with her life.
Oh, no, that would bother me.
It would bother
Every
me,
time
right?
I walk in the room and I see that whoops, I'd get so mad.
Thank you. But she's so perfect with everything else.
How do you keep your cool?
What do you mean?
Like, how do you not just fly off your handle?
Oh, I go in and I'll fix stuff if it's in the house, but she's painting her studio and stuff like that now, and she's doing a great job and everything. I don't care.
Dan
but
Mori,
it's tough, though.
What is something you 100% do better than your partner, but Could never tell them.
Matthew's like good at everything.
Right.
But I could say that I am way better at grocery shopping than he is.
Could you tell him that, though?
Absolutely.
You could.
Absolutely.
But what is something
but
you're better
something-
at that you couldn't tell
Could
him?
never tell him.
Working a room.
Let me ask you a question.
And handling stress.
Okay. Yeah, because that would just stress Matthew out. If you told Matthew that you were
I'm
better...
I'm not trying to be funny. Like,
Yes,
I've
I
seen
know.
him in situations, he just says stuff that makes no sense. Like if we're dealing with like the neighbors or whatever and calling security, he'll start going, I'm calling my lawyer. And I'm like, we don't have a lawyer.
Okay. So let me ask you this question, damn it, Maury. Between you and Matthew, who's better at sex?
Matthew.
Okay.
No, that's not true.
You answered pretty quickly.
Yeah.
No.
I think that's the answer.
Because there's
Your answer
there's
truthfully there.
all this?
No,
Can
no.
you beep
Okay,
all
hold
the-
on, wait. Because there's certain things. Okay, there's an art to it. There's skill. There is cardio. There's all of this stuff, right? There's reading body language, nonverbal cues, like all of this stuff that goes on
He
during
spends
that.
more time with things,
Right.
but I'm better at it quickly.
Then, wow. Then you're not. You're not. Then, right?
Wow.
You're not.
You just want to rush, huh?
Yeah.
You just want to get it over
But
with.
I do it quick well.
Some would say that that's impossible. Some would say.
Hold on. You know what?
No,
Should we,
no, we're not starting the week off. Oh, my God.
No?
Yeah.
Okay. What is
You really want to call Matthew and ask Matthew if Maury's too quick? I don't want to have that conversation with Matthew. Mocha,
no.
what about you?
I accidentally hung up on Natalia.
Oh, no.
Oh, sorry,
Natalia.
That was an accident. I would never, ever, ever tell Jenna this.
Yeah.
But I think that I fold laundry better than she does.
Oh.
Even though she does all the laundry.
Yes.
Like when I go to put all of my clothes away, like my t-shirts and stuff, she folds it a certain way. I will always unfold what she did and refold it the way I like and put it in the drawer.
Redoing the hard work of the partner is...
And she does, like, every weekend she's doing the laundry.
Yeah,
And I don't say a
yeah,
single
yeah,
word.
yeah,
and
yeah,
it's
yeah.
folded, it's placed in a basket
Yeah.
nicely. And, like, her clothes are in one basket, mine are in
Right.
another. And every single time I take out, like, a
Right.
T-shirt or whatever,
Right,
I gotta...
Right.
I gotta do it.
Who's this?
Hey, no, Natalia.
Oh, Natalia. Sorry, Natalia. We hung up on you by mistake, love.
That's okay.
Okay, cool.
No, so Natalia, what I was saying, because you missed it, is that I think, and I would never tell Jenna this, so you keep your mouth shut, is that I think I could fold laundry better than she does.
Oh.
But she does all the laundry in the house.
And that's a hard
and
thing to
she
do
folds
because
everything.
Because you know what happens if you tell her you're better at folding? You wind up having to do it all.
She'll never do it again.
No,
Yeah,
absolutely.
Like you'll have to do all the laundry.
Or she'll
start
do
to
the
finish.
laundry and leave all my clothes in a separate basket and be like, here.
Yeah, no, I can't have that conversation with Catherine. I never would.
Anyway, so don't say anything, Natalia.
Who's better at dealing with companies? You or Catherine? Like
do you
if
mean?
you have to call and ask for a product
Oh,
or
me.
talk. Yeah.
Me,
okay.
Oh, Jenna, in our house, it's Jenna because I lose my temper a lot quicker than she does. And she
Yeah.
has a better way of communicating and also being firm. Whereas I
Right.
will, as soon as I get an answer I don't like,
Yeah.
voice is loud,
Yeah.
rude.
Right. Catherine's better at writing people if there's a problem. I'm bad. She will always I'll send her something. I'll just send them this, and she's like, I'm not sending them this.
Yeah,
It's because you put periods at all the right places.
No, because she thinks that I sound grumpy, like even through an email.
You do,
right?
You do.
Bingo. Hey, thank you so much, Natalia.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you, guys.
Right on,
Have a
love.
good day.
You too. Bye.
Sam asks, do your pets have any weird nicknames that aren't even close to their actual names? My dog's name is Joey, but we call him Wiener.
Yeah. Okay. So my one cat is Pickles. We call her Picky. My one cat is Fig. We call him Figgy. And then my one cat is Moo Moo. We call him Mooey. So I don't know why, right?
Yeah.
But no, we don't have nicknames for our cats. Do we? Oh yeah. So okay. So yeah, like we'll sometimes call her like Pickaroo. Like we'll do like that stuff, right?
Yeah.
And Moo is just like he's just the devil. So sometimes like he just gets yelled at a lot. But other than that, no, I don't think we have like actual nicknames that have nothing to do with the name. Like my cat's name is Pickles, but we don't call her like
Ketchup?
cardboard, right? You know what I mean? Like, it's like, we don't do that. Maury?
Well, ours is Andy, and since day one, I've always called Andy. I call him Andykin Skywalker.
Andykin Skywalker, but his name is Andy Monroe.
I know, and I'm always like, little Andykin Skywalker.
But why didn't you just call him Andykin Skywalker?
Because it's Andy Monroe. The nickname is Andykin Skywalker.
When you're mad at him, do you call him Andrew?
No, when Matthew's mad, he throws in the official last name, which is Carey. So he's like, Andy Monroe Carey, get over here.
Andy Monroe's not his full name?
To me, it is. I didn't put Carey. He doesn't know. I didn't put Carey on the official government documents.
Oh, my God.
Because I refused to put Carey on
here.
this.
Hold on. So Andy Monroe, and then Matthew wanted Carey for Mariah Carey.
So yeah, to him it's Andy Monroe
So you
Carey.
guys agreed Andy Monroe Carey, but when it came to the official documents that's registered,
it's just Andy Monroe.
You left out the Carey part. Does
Absolutely.
he know that you left
Not
out the
at
Carey
all.
part? Oh, he's going to soon.
You know, and I had the option of not telling you.
This may ruin Christmas.
I'm kidding. I wasn't going to do it.
Oh, I was mentally prepared. Okay.
Oh, in that case. So we have two dogs in the house. We have Tig, who's the almost 9-year-old golden retriever.
Yeah.
And then we have 6-month-old Leo, who is the Australian Shepherd.
Mm-hmm.
We've always called Tig Tig. We've had like shorter, like other nicknames like Tiggy or whatever like that, right? But we've never called him anything other than that, except for 2 times. Actually, I'm sure that there's more, but the 2 that come to mind are when we first got into Homeland.
Mm-hmm.
Remember the character? What's his name? Adrian Brody? No. What's oh my God.
What?
His Damien. Yeah. So his character was Nicholas Brody, I believe. And we used to call Tig, whenever we would watch a show, Tig, we would call him Tigalus Brody. Right? And when he was being bad or like just being a terror in the house, we would call him. Actually, I don't know if I should say it.
Say it,
whatever.
say it.
It was a character in the show.
Yeah.
He was the terrorist in the show.
Yeah.
And his name was Abu Nazir.
Yeah.
So we would call Tig Abu Nazir.
Oh my God.
Anytime he was being bad.
See, that's funny.
Let's see here. Anthony Lombardo says, "Hey Roz, I just had an amazing date with this girl named Taylor. I can't wait to see her again, but she also talked about how she worked with you as an intern and you called her Tay. Just curious if you remember her. P.S. She also said hi and she loved working with you."
Uh-oh.
Let me preface this before your answer.
Yeah.
Let me preface this, Anthony. Ross is going to say he has no idea who that is.
Wow. Okay.
Look at his face. He's like, oh.
Hold on here.
Do you remember her at all?
I mean, there's a lot of interns. I think that I do remember Taylor, and I'll to be honest with you, I don't even make a point to really learn a lot of interns' names until they reach a certain point, because oftentimes no, because oftentimes they would come in and then they just leave immediately. Like, it's not for them. They want to transfer out. No, then that's fine. Then I'm happy to help them fulfill their dream. But it usually takes me a little while.
This is what she looks like if you remember.
Yes, I do actually.
Okay, there
I
you
do
go.
fully remember Taylor. But every now and then we get interns who are like just different than other interns, and you can tell that they. I don't know. There's just like something special about a couple of them. We have one intern, I shouldn't even say intern, she's been working with us for forever at ET Canada, who is like worked her way up from intern and now she has like a great job. We have a couple of people like that. And you can always tell at the beginning. Like, you can always tell immediately at the beginning the ones that are going to sort of make it and then the ones that aren't, because it's not an easy internship. It's a fun internship, but it's a lot of work. And I remember Taylor, and I didn't specifically call her Tay, full disclosure. I heard somebody else call her Tay, and then I just thought that that's what we do, right? I thought that's what we do. No, she was a special kid though, and I really enjoyed her time when she was on the show. She's really funny.
Not the answer I thought we were going to get.
Funny. No, she's great. She's a great girl.
Jenny asks, what are you the worst at in social situations? For example,
remembering
someone
names.
will introduce themselves to me and I forget their names about 20 seconds later. Then I just walk around saying, hi there, to everyone because I don't know their names.
Yeah.
I don't know how to leave circles. Like if you're talking to somebody or whatever, I never know when or how to walk away. If it's obvious that they're talking about something that has nothing to do with you,
right?
So I end up just standing there with my drink and listening, and I want to leave, but I'm like, I don't know how to leave.
I'll tell you the trick when it comes to names that I've used a million times, right? Is if I'm in a conversation with somebody who I don't know what their name is, which happens quite often. I'll usually hang out in that conversation until somebody walks up or past or whatever that I know. And I would use Catherine in this situation. I would use you, Mocha, in this situation, and also Maury in this situation. So if I'm talking to somebody, the way that I always get their name out of them is if you walked up to me, I would just look at this person and go, hey, have you met Mocha? And then you go, hey, Mocha. And they go, hey, I'm Jim. And then I'm like, there's the name.
I've seen that trick done on TV.
I do it. That's my only way because I will
go.
never remember somebody's name. Like I'm just not programmed that way. I will never remember your name in any sort of social situation.
Yeah, I'm similar to Maury. Like, I don't know. I mean, the tactic that I use is when a person has finished their sentence, whatever it is that they're saying, then I'll be like, oh, excuse me a minute. And then I dip. I bounce.
Right.
Because you don't want to be rude. Like, while that person is telling a story or saying whatever it is that they're saying, that you just like walk away or interrupt what they're saying and say, excuse me, I got to go.
Yeah.
Right?
I've never told this story out loud before, but it's so embarrassing.
Like, you've only whispered it?
So, Shem, you're going to hear this. So I was, I guess it was an orientation. And there was a brand new radio station, a sports radio station, and I was hired in with everybody else. We were all new there. It was an orientation day. And my situation, like I said, I never know how to leave circles or conversations. So it got to the point where I was standing with two people as part of the new team, but I didn't know how to leave the conversation. I ended up walking with them outside, down the street, into the subway, and took the subway with them all the way downtown just because I didn't know how to leave the conversation. So
Hold on. But weren't there any points
But I
during
didn't
that?
live down there, so I took the subway all the way down to Union.
And then all the way back up when they
And
got
then all
off.
But during that
I
entire time, you guys, the three of you weren't talking the entire time that you were all together, were you? Like walking down the street, going down to wait for the
No,
train?
I didn't speak ever. They were speaking. I just didn't know how to leave.
So you weren't even part of the conversation? You were just part of the group?
No.
Oh, my God.
Maury? Okay, and
By the way, I live 2 blocks away from where this orientation was. I didn't need to go on the subway at all.
And I've been this. Maury is the guy at the party, right? You know when you can tell somebody's talking to you at a party and they've anchored you, where they realize that you maybe are the person that they know best in this social situation, and you are the person that they're going to buddy up with.
Yeah.
You're their anchor.
The
And
Velcro.
they may go off. They may go off and get something to eat or get something else, but they will always look around and find you because you are their anchor, right?
Yeah, their comfort zone.
I've been Maury's anchor before, and I've had to hide, right? Because and here's the thing: I could be in a conversation with somebody, right? And maybe it's somebody I haven't seen in a while, and maybe it's so we're talking business, whatever. I can see out of my peripheral Maury just walking in a small circle, like beside you,
Just waiting.
waiting.
Like a fish in a fishbowl?
Yes,
Circles.
waiting.
When will
right?
he be done? When will he be done?
Yes, exactly. Yeah, waiting. Right. So I've been Maury's anchor before. It's not a fun job. It's not good.
Okay, T, we'll end on this one. T says, not a question, but listening to how much Roz injures himself and his surgeries on his ingrowns are quite alarming. The threshold he has for pain is both impressive and disturbing because it leads to the stories of the self-inflicted pain.
Wow. Okay, is that a question or
No,
more of a comment?
more of a
She
comment.
just starts with saying, not a question.
Yeah, I wasn't listening. No, I'm
Surprise,
kidding. I'm
surprise.
kidding. I'm kidding. Yeah, I do. I've hurt myself quite a bit in
What was the
life.
last injury you got? What was the last
Like
time you hurt yourself?
the last thing that I would call an injury.
Yeah.
Oh, when we were shooting our TV commercial, that was an actual injury. That wasn't me just hurting myself. That was an actual injury where I tore my calf muscle in half from behind my knee to the back of my ankle.
I've watched those commercials. You didn't do anything that would hurt you.
No, it was just simply like it was just like running. Like it was just a thing where we had to run.
Wow.
And
because
and,
in what you see in the TV commercial, the one where we're in the white onesies, right?
Yeah.
And we're dancing, it's got the animation all around it. Like we would have to do each thing like multiple times. Like they filmed everything and then we did. So like that running, we ran like I don't even know how many times.
Yeah, but I did it. I tore it on the first rehearsal.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
yes,
So then I filmed the rest of the commercial with the torn calf.
You don't see pain in your face.
And then I went home and I was just like talking to Catherine, and my foot was like
throbbing,
huge, like it was. And then the swelling all went down. And the thing that I didn't know about bruising is that bruising moves, right? Because I thought that what I hurt was in my ankle and my foot because that's where all the bruising was.
Mm-hmm.
But bruising moves. Like the bruising that you get deep inside will move, and by the time it gets down to your foot, you haven't injured your foot, but the injury behind in the back of your calf is what actually hurts.
Because the bruise is blood.
It moves, yeah. So so my foot was completely black and blue. My calf not a mark on it.
But it was your calf that you tore.
But it was my calf that I tore.
Because
and
I guess the blood fell downward.
Yeah, and then I went and got an ultrasound, and they were like, "Yeah, you tore this all the way down." And now, even when I stand, there's a big divot in the back of my calf.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah, still, that goes all the way down. Still hurts like hell too.
So what happened?
Depending
you
on
just
what
gotta
I
let
do,
it heal.
just let it do its thing. It's gonna probably hurt for a while now.
You'll not be able to go on the treadmill again in a while.
No, I safe to say.
Thank you for all your questions. Keep them coming in. Every week we post on Instagram at Kiss925. This is where we get the questions from. This has been the Roz and Mocha Show podcast. Thank you for listening.
Thanks for listening to the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Catch the guys live
Weekday mornings from 6 to 10
on Kiss 92.5.
Kiss925.com.
Or download the Kiss 92.5 app.